Mm, good morning. Good morning. Well, I think it's almost afternoon. I don't know. Um, but good afternoon. Good afternoon. Man, yesterday was a lot. Um, we had some flooding in the Charleston area, so that that sent back a lot of my plans. The flooding. I hope everybody in Charleston that was in those areas. They're not affected too badly. But we know there was some pretty good property damage already done. Um, so let's unpack some of this stuff, you know, because I think I came around this space in 2017. No, yeah, that's actually that's actually when me, Caesar, um, Junior, Big Mo, Mimi. I think there was seven of us. There were seven of us, and we actually were doing our own separate content. We were doing our own separate content, and because originally I used to watch the original content creators I started seeing was Tommy Sotomayor. His content was a lot funny because it was hilarious. Um, but there was some narrative of truth to it. You know what I mean? Honestly, MOT. I mean, I'm down for that, bro. Because I remember when I started talking to you, and you know what I'm saying? Just let me know if you want me to drop the link, bro, because I'm hearing this flip flop of the space. I was told that, I flip flop a lot in this space. But then I'm also looking at it like what I was told this space was a lot because, when I first came by, I thought it was, okay, cool. Then I heard about, okay, brothers trying to get jobs. Hey, that's cool. Brothers trying to, build families. Oh, that's cool. Brothers trying to, travel and go abroad and actually build their lives together. Oh, snap! That's awesome. I did all that. Brothers that want to actually do more with their lives. Yeah, okay, cool. It, brothers trying to do this. Black men trying to build that. Black men want to, feel or date whoever they want to or build what. All that was talked about from different men. There wasn't so much of the editing and all the theatrics and what's up, dog straight. There wasn't so much of the editing and the theatrics. This is before you started seeing all this editing and crazy stuff. We were talking about politics, travel, anime. We were talking about lifestyles, all that said stuff. Now, granted, there were like what this space is today, or spaces, or whatever the hell y'all call it. One, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What's up, Dark Man Jeff? There were no women at all. I never saw a woman in this space or any channel or anything. Now, if there was a woman, it was somebody they were interviewing about something of a particular topic. That was it. There was nothing about sex, nothing about game, nothing about talking about stuff. They were talking about politics or certain types of avenues of jobs or agencies. That was it. All this other stuff y'all got going on with these women, it was none of that when I came around in 2017. It just wasn't. The most person you probably saw were people not in, I guess, whatever it. And really, they weren't calling it manosphere when I was around. They weren't calling it manosphere. Now, I could be wrong, but MOT knows even more. But I'm just saying, when I came around, I didn't really hear that word until I saw. O'Shea, an angry man, and an Obsidian. And then the conversations did start to somewhat change. But the other dudes before, they were just talking about advocacy of what men need to be knowing about and doing. And I was like, okay, I could be down with that. I actually don't mind these kind of content. It was good radio listening stuff back in the day. You know, mind you, everybody wasn't doing on no panels and screaming and hollering. That that new type of hype of crack um avenue stuff, that was I never saw the men act like that.
Nah, man, like the women been here, bro. The women been here for a while. They just wasn't out. And I'm not saying that they even grifting. It's just that these
Yeah,
dudes they want to hide their lack of progress around dudes who are hanging around women. Like dudes who are hanging around the female based conversation, like there's something emotionally damaged and stuck and wrong with them. Because the women
right.
are not worried about them on the level that they're worried about the women.
It, I remember our first conversation I ever had with MOT, and we were talking about our travels abroad, um, military and non. And it was a good conversation. Honestly, we damn well forgot everybody else on the panel. After that, we got each other's emails and we started talking about business. We just started talking about business. We started talking about things that we wanted to work towards. That's honestly, and the thing about and this nuance of the flip of loyalty to this space, that loyalty has been gone or desecrated long ago, man.
No, I mean, what they mean by loyalty to the space is silence towards the people who are actually trying to have an inclusionary issue about the so-called
Mm,
space. You know, like they don't like they want you to cover for them. Like the business people gave the actual this space is actual relevance. The people like me, the people like other authors and all that kind of stuff. No, when people start writing their books about the place, that's why I held off on even releasing my book because
mhm.
I've started to see that these people didn't need this type of help. Because if they wasn't listening to the live streams and practicing the thing that they need to during the actual live streams, what's the point of putting out a book?
Right, right. I I used to be all like, that's why it kind of threw me off when they were like, BMT, nobody watches that content. Nobody watches your content. I,
Okay,
I, now,
great.
now hold on. Now hold on, bro. Because I could have sworn that we were talking about men getting jobs.
Yeah, but all the stuff you thought that they wanted, but it turns out a lot of people came here for another reason. They
So
came here for another reason. No, I mean, they came here to hang out. You have to understand that you just can't kick it no more in society, man. Nobody's gonna allow the kicker squad to just come through and just kick it like that.
listen, bro. Like, and the thing that's crazy about it is a lot of this stuff I talk to MOT on the background. Hey, bro, what if we go holler at some people to go help them find jobs and at Boeing, Volvo? Y'all want to know why I keep naming these places? Because we actually gave a damn and actually tried, bro. We actually gave a damn and actually looked up and actually reached out to some of these places. But then it was like, what about the women? And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what does that have to do with you go get a job, dude? Like, that woman is a non-factor if you're going to work.
The thing is, man, that these people came here with all types of issues that was never going to be resolved, ever going to be resolved. No, they gentrified the space and turned it into something that can be an inclusion point for most people. And talking about women or actually concern trolling the women about families is the only thing that they thought that they can be able to offer, and it's some bullshit. But at the end of the day, man, it just helped me out immensely just even
It did.
being here because now I get to see the bullshit cycle from beginning to end. Like I don't have to ask or guess. I could just see what a person's doing and see what the fuck they on. because these people got to be on this shit forever. O'Shea got to be on this shit forever.
Hmm.
Obsidian has to be on this shit forever. Angry
Forever.
Man has to be a fake street guy forever,
They can't. They
forever.
can't. They can't evolve from
No.
that. And
Oh
see, that's the
hell
thing.
no. It's not even
What's
possible.
up? What's up, Wacky? You know,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
like they got to do that shit forever, and it's like they have to keep waking up every day and keep pretending like they gave a fuck about black male issues. This is how come this online space is the space itself. Because if people actually find out what these people actually did with a space like this, they'll shut this shit down completely.
that's what I'm saying, bro. And see, that's one of the things about it. When y'all say the flip flop of this space, and Wacky's been here, MOTB, a lot of the people that actually were like, okay, man, how long y'all gonna be in this rut or stuff like you could have got two jobs, put that energy to something and got your ass up. Like I've known plenty of men that have been at rock bottom and busted their ass and literally are living good lives, are literally doing very well. They just got offline. Hey, bro, I stopped seeing you for like a good few months, almost to a year. Yeah, man, I had to get offline. I had to go put forth the effort, do X, Y, and Z. One, I, I've never seen a space that is so hooked on job shaming. I've I've never seen a group of men and women, especially the men, that shame other men about their jobs or certain jobs. I
No,
don't
I
know
mean,
what
but
other
those,
culture.
I mean,
Come on, man.
but that's, I mean, like, pathetic men finally got the ability to try to shame others. That that's what happened. Like normally, like you can't be hanging out in anybody's community, keeping up this level of shit. It just wouldn't work. But you got to understand, man. It is still all for the better. Because once we start getting these complaints down about what the fuck ain't supposed to be here, it can change at that point. I've already reached out to law enforcement. I've already got their head straight around what the fuck they need to be looking at and why they need to be looking at it. No, I'm like, bro, it ain't the space. But there's plenty of people in the military. There's plenty of people from the law enforcement community that are here. But that's not everybody.
Right. It's
I mean, but what
it's
they're
one
really
of
are
those.
worried about is this school shooter meal that the Black Manosphere kind of creates by giving men a level of uh, things that they think that they're owed by women, and it's like, you know, what they want, they're never gonna be able to get like that. I mean, because at the end of the day, people want to do all this shit and show it off to women anyway, so that way they can take it away from them. So what happens when you can just skip the point to where you can actually get your shit together and just go straight to complaining about women? And these dudes think they owe some shit. Like, there was a dude who went to some of these conventions who shot up downtown Denver, killed some people
Oh
down
my
there.
gosh.
Eh,
See what I'm saying, man? And I be getting tired when y'all motherfuckers be saying y'all like coaches and instructors and shit. Like, I need to know
like
what
no,
the fuck are y'all instructors
one
and
nobody.
coaches of what, man? Like, y'all gotta be specific about this shit. Like, when y'all be saying that shit, y'all do know you two can hold y'all liable. Like,
No,
oh,
I mean,
word?
like racketeering is a real fucking charge, bro. It's for real.
No, see, they don't get that, bro. They don't get that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't get that when we've had these conversations. But don't worry. See, that's why I'm fine as more politicians start to look up at these stuff. Like the shows that I have sat down with MOT and other professionals, Iori, and other men and women talking about grassroots politics,
Yeah, man, but
things
ain't
that we
nobody
can
interested
actually
in that.
work in. You know what I'm saying? It, we warned y'all, hey, bro, no person that is going into the political arena wants
Wants
to
to be
be
around this
seen
shit.
at all, at all, bro. It's a suicide. It's a suicide. Y'all keep saying that y'all don't get. Um, y'all don't get the proper representation, but look at what you're putting out there. Look at what you're look at what you're saying. This I'm gonna tell you where y'all got me at. This ploy of we're trying to help black boys. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take that one. Mot. I'm gonna take that one. Wacky Sheila, Phoenix, Jeff. I'm gonna eat that one. When y'all said y'all were trying to help black
Oh,
boys, I was like, oh snap. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I know a few kids that got to go back to school. I know a few boys that they're trying to find summer jobs. I know a few kids. Why would I help these kids? These single mothers, they're just going to take their money. I'm like, wait, hold up, bro. Because any of the Big Brother programs, I've never heard them talk like that, bro. About, but you want access or controlling the flow of money and influence, but then you change the narrative. Now the narrative is about fuck these women and fuck these kids. That was y'all conversation, wasn't that wacky? Is that not what they were saying? Look, we gotta save the black boys. Fuck these women and kids. Okay, so what was it about? The Democrats are giving these kids and these single mothers too many rewards. Dude, that's not how the process works. Nobody just wakes up and there's $1,000 in front of their fucking doorstep. You have to go out there and fill out the information and apply it to the process. It doesn't just work like that.
I mean, they want the benefits without the intervention, man, and personal intervention on their part. It's kind of like a part of their brain kind of shuts off whenever direct involvement is some shit that they got to do.
You know, thank you, Wacky. Thank you. And Wacky, if you got to come up, please come up because you are one of the best historians and you called out a lot of this shit long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago. Y'all dudes always like talking about the traditional woman, traditional woman. Hey, we don't want this modern woman, but then y'all be talking about IG girls every other second. Y'all talk about goddamn the latest buzz girl. Oh, BMT, you talk about it. Hold on, dude. I have a whole family. The same niggas that are complaining, right, Chef? Kids got to eat regardless. I'm sorry, but ain't no government system is going to let the women and children starve like that. They're not doing that, man. Listen, bro. Y'all use that false narrative back in the day. We're here to fix and get black boys on track. That was the biggest fucking lie. I'm not gonna. I fell for that scam, dude. I fell for that scam. A lot of men started. That's why a lot of men started getting fed up. We're here to help black men get jobs. That was a lie. We're here to help brothers get the proper tools that they needed to actually go abroad. That was another fucking lie. It was lie after lie. But then, oh yeah, BMT, you flip flop. I'm like, hold on, dude. Why do y'all keep talking about traditional family, but none of y'all are or have ever been traditional?
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, bro? Like that was the shit that if I'm wrong, what I'm saying, MOT can call me out anytime you want. Fuck my feelings. But as much as
No,
y'all
but
kept
you
saying
have to
traditional,
understand, man. Like
tradition,
they were never here for that. Dude, how could they be worried about boys when they ain't even got their own shit together? Like,
bro.
I always knew, I thought, after they quote unquote had the conversation for a while, right? I thought this
Right.
shit literally was gonna be over because at
No,
some
it came
point,
about tricking.
yeah, that too. I mean, because they wanted to have it to include as many men as possible. So that's why you center it around women to actually have all the quote unquote numbers here. Because there ain't nobody who's formulating political parties or lobbying or not really not doing shit when it comes to actually the work that it takes to actually fix any of these things that they complain about.
Like,
It's all about just gathering the audience, pandering towards people's bullshit feelings about things, and not doing anything with it. But you got to understand that stronger men come out of this shit because if you're going to be stuck there, you're going to be stuck there for a long ass time. You're going to be stuck there for a long time because guess what? You're going to be taught that dealing with realistic things isn't fun. You're going to be like, look, I need to disconnect. I need to disengage from shit. Let me go over here and hang out with the hangout crew, right?
right.
But life don't really work that way, man. And you can't really just keep hanging out like that because that shit got some consequences. Hanging out has consequences. That's
Shit,
why
my
I don't
daddy.
worry about it. I'm like, look, man, look. You need the women here. You need the women here so that way you can automatically see who is serious and who is never going to be serious. You need them
You,
here.
you know,
There's no other way you can see without that.
well, like, let's move on to the next. So the next thing was, if you're like this blue collar, white collar shit, however the fuck this shit happened.
Another lie to wrap themselves in working man shit and just get dudes to complain about the women that they actually settle for. That's
I,
all it
I,
was.
I hear you, bro. Like, this is why me and MOT we talk about a lot of this shit. And MOT had to sit me down on, even when I listen, bro. I was on some save the manosphere. We got to help save these men. And MOT said, "Shut the fuck up, bro. Chill. BMT, you wearing your sleeve too much." Like, bro, I was literally like, "Nah, bro, we got to help." No, no. Look at this is a choice. These what these men are doing now, it's a choice. And I was like, "No, bro." Like he was like, "No, look." Like literally, like when your big cousin has to sit you down and say, "Look at these motherfuckers." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
"Damn, it's a choice." Like I'm like, "Hold on, bro. There's no way you're talking about you want to be a full-time content creator."
You're gonna have to
Fuck.
betray everybody at some point because there is no peace in content creation unless you want people to turn a blind eye to bullshit.
So you got to grift. You have to
You
grift.
have to turn this shit into that. You have to. You can't stop because here's the thing: if BGS stopped talking about women, nobody would fucking listen to him on anything else. Why?
At
You actually
all.
got to prove
At
that you're
all.
doing some of this shit.
At all.
I mean, like the bullshit PhDs coming here grifting off blackmail, pain, and the emotional labor shit. It's like, okay, guess what happens when you stop talking about that shit? Now you got to do something.
Now,
Okay, you
yep.
come
Now
out
they're
with a
gonna start looking
17
at you to do
point
something.
political fucking agenda, and then you don't go talk to nobody about that. I think probably one of the most politically involved, even though I did have my disagreements with her, it's probably Sheila. She can fucking tell you what the fuck. Like when you go up there and show up to the process, ain't none of these fucking black men around. Actually, you don't even
And
see no black men there at all.
shout out to Sheila. And Sheila literally was bringing people, because Sheila used to work for the state.
Like I said, I disagree with
She-
her a lot with the way she was treating me, and I treated her horrifically too. But at the end of the day, that's a person who was part of the fucking process.
so hold on. Let's put a pin right there. But I want y'all to understand, me and MOT have talked from different points of views of politics many times. Never at one time did we ever talk about jumping over that of the statutes of the law, of the Constitution, of the Bill of Rights. Now, in looking at that, this conservative trolling shit that was on some violating constitutional shit. Oh
Should
no.
have never been allowed to happen, man.
Oh,
But
oh
that's what
no. It's,
happens when you don't have any standards or any boundaries. Like that's what the shit turns into. It's supposed to turn
see,
into that.
you started having, but we saw a grift change. And see, yeah, we're gonna talk about these flip flop grift changes that of the conservative era All of a sudden, we're down for Trump, but y'all don't know any of his policies or any of his inner workings. I'm
Still
like,
don't know.
dude,
Still don't know.
I'm like, you had Republicans saying that motherfucker's not a Republican. Yeah, but he's better than what we got now. And I'm like, okay. So, all
I
right,
mean,
dude.
because all it is political trolling. Like if you don't show up, then that means your shit's going to be fucked up, not the country shit's gonna stay fucked up. Like that that's the problem. It's like no. Your local area ain't gonna be shit. All right.
Like,
That's not everybody's problem that your local area is going to continuously not be shit.
n-
But at the end of the
now,
day, this is where these dudes were. You know that's what they own. And
now,
I don't know what to say about it because at the end of the day, if you don't want things to change, you're already at your destination. Now you got a lot of time to kill because you're already at your destination of shit not changing at all on no level for anything.
now, now, MOT, because I want y'all to understand, it was a 2-1 on that panel with him and my father and myself. And believe me, they're of that old guard mindset. You start saying dumb shit when it comes to the political arena, they have the right to just beat your ass until you start either read about what you're going to do or you actually know what you're doing. Like
All day, all day.
that literally, I promise you, my dad's heavy handed with that slap. So when I listen to so many people, and then I'm wondering because I'm like, okay, dude, like you got to have the conversation on both sides. You got to look at through both ocular lenses and have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we did do this, and mind you, shout out to Nagone, shout out to the Brain Trust. I've talked with them. I've talked with different men who are on the right side. This charlatan bullshit I've been seeing in these spaces about people trying to talk about politics and then they always go to the race baiting shit. I'm like, yo, what cases are y'all studying?
No. What they're doing is they're running a parody. You have to understand that running a parody is pretty easy. Like
Mm,
like they want to make a mess of everything that's productive in society. Like they're not here to fix anything. Why would they want to? Because remember, the system is perfect the way it is. They got a voice that they didn't have before. Because remember, if you use a dude who didn't have your shit together and the only thing you wanted to do was talk about women, that was a very small place that you were going to be able to hang out in society and do that. And nobody, just true to life, was going to tolerate that shit. But now they have a place where they can hang out. Yes, and it is a hangout point. So what they're doing is they're using the non-productivity and they're using the non-progression of black men as a fucking weapon. And these are the same people who said that they was concerned about our image.
bullshit. We will be talking about that shit. We will be talking about that. Don't worry, bitch. As y'all said, there was a flip flop. BMT, you flip flop. But then hold up. I'm so glad MOT said that out loud. Because god damn it, boy, y'all were so worried about the image.
Some of the worst people in America is putting their face on camera in front of people. Can you believe this shit?
Oh,
Putting their
I
face
couldn't
on
believe it until I saw
camera
it.
in front of people and doing all this crazy shit. And it's like, oh, okay. So the problem that we had was that the image wasn't bad enough.
No, you gotta outdo that. You gotta outdo that. 50, 40 plus year old men trying to shoot game trying to shoot game and talk about hustling and all kind of. Now it's crazy. The same dudes talking about Pookie were trying to placate to be Pookie, and I'm like, okay, nigga. At what time do you level or grow up? What time do you level or grow up? Y'all trying to be cool for who? That shit I would expect my nephews to do. This shit where y'all gotta be the flashiest, the coolest, wear all this shit, but then y'all be talking about the women, but y'all niggas be the next webcam girls. I was trying to fathom that. Majority of the time when y'all see me, I'm working. Ask Jeff, Iman, Shannon. What's up, number 6, number 16? Dark Man Jeff, Wacky, MOT. Majority of the time when y'all see me, I'm working. I'm trying to find out another way for me, my brothers, or any of my people, for us to go find another job. Y'all niggas are trying to figure out how can we sit online in the new digital hangout spot and be cool. Wait a second. Hold up. What type of masculinity traits is this? But y'all want to leave the household, but y'all want to be the new house husbands of Atlanta? What
Yeah,
the
but you gotta
fuck?
understand, man. Like these dudes are not having kids, so I still think it's a victory. I mean, these people letting you know where they are and what they own.
You know what? I'm
Like,
fine with that. I'm fine with
yeah,
them not having kids. I'm fine with them not reproducing.
yeah,
That I'm
yeah,
fine with.
yeah.
That I'm fine with. Don't reproduce. Stop. Stop. Don't reproduce. Stop your bloodline right there. Be the last avatar of your fuckery.
Yeah,
Be the last one.
that's it. That's it. I'm okay with it. I mean, just as long as they're not having kids. I mean, because everybody who pretend they're good at women are obviously lying about it at this point. And that's the way this shit has always been.
That shit blew my mind, man. Like, dude talking about all this traditional shit. Yo,
Unproductive,
bro, I hate y'all. I hate it
unproductive
when y'all.
men want to fuck a
I wish
traditional
y'all
woman.
never use that word, man. I wish y'all never use that word. I wish I never learned traditional. I wish I never learned high value. Nobody says this shit out loud in common society. What's going on, Complex? And I've talked with Complex for years, and it's a lot of the shit when y'all be saying about flip flopping in this space, dude. I'm telling you right now, dude. Somehow I must have went through a boom tune in Bizarro land because I'm like, wait, hold up, wait. 1 minute y'all were talking about some advocacy of jobs. There was no shaming of, hey, like, let me help y'all understand this, dude. You
They're
could have
concerned
a
about the
guy.
blind eye, man. They're concerned about the blind eye. They're
Let
really
me help y'all
concerned about
understand this, man, because some of y'all, this is why I said some people in this space are making people look really stupid, or just making a whole mass of y'all look stupid. You can have a guy that works in construction, right? That lays down telephone pole, right? Working a tech job. What I mean by that, he's not the one digging a hole. He has a drone machine, right? That actually takes the wire from the truck and he coordinates the trajectory, and he actually puts it in the ground. He's not doing any of the work. It is him and the machine doing the work. I asked the guy, "Hey, did you go to college for that?" No, they made us take a course, and what used to be 5 of us is actually now just one guy. You just have to just set the machine that does the rest of the work. I literally sat there. Me and my son sat there like mesmerized, watching this machine track the thing, do like a tractor, did the hole and dropped the wire accurately, and it literally ran it down a quarter mile.
it.
I'm like, holy shit, how old are you? He said, man, I'm about to hit 46, man. He said, this is a lot, the world is a lot different now.
I
I'm
ran a
like, what?
machine to dig a well the same way.
Same,
Just rented
same
some
way.
shit.
Like,
I rented some shit, set that shit up. But before, it used to cost $2,000 or $3,000 to have somebody come
yup.
out with their machine and come do this shit. Now anybody can do
Now anybody can do it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
it.
those are conversations. Holy shit. Why are we not going back to having? Why are we not going back to having just telling these guys, hey, yo, you do know there's a job out there that you can learn how to work a machinery that can drop a well for you. That you will literally, I mean, you only gonna do it 1 or 2 times, if that, a day. There are all types of jobs out there now. I don't like the blue collar, white collar battle shit because it's a stupid ass conversation. Somebody must have threw in the back of our heads. It's
No,
not
no,
a
no,
thing,
no, 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 no. Like the real fight is productive, unproductive, but they hide it in blue collar and white collar.
man.
Yeah, that's been the battle. Entertainment, unproductive entertainment versus productive other stuff. Because guess what? There's a lot of functional people here who got jobs who still on their bullshit, who want to sit here and laugh and do all this other dumbass shit that ain't got nothing to do with shit that is going on, man. And you have to be okay with that. Like I'm okay with the progression of the actual space, even if it's in the wrong direction. Because at the end of the day, we know what the fuck you want, and you can't all of a sudden just get out of that shit. Because when you get a voice that you don't fucking deserve, you're gonna do everything on the planet to keep that motherfucker.
It, it's that's what I'm saying, man. Like we got this grade. We're I'm seeing this gray area of shit, man.
It's
Like
not a gray area. It's black and white.
it is, yeah, it is now be like waste.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I get lost for words. Like I'm like, dude, like I think I'm the last one left on the planet. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like when MOT calls me, I go over there. When certain people call me, you know what I'm saying? Hell, I got people that call me over just to debate me, and I'm like, all right, dude, like round 579. Okay, so what is it you want to ask me? Because
But
I
a lot of
guess
people lack critical thinking skills too. Like they don't know how to ask because asking a question makes them look extremely fucking stupid because this is shit they should know by now. Like learning how the government works, that's some shit that you should already know by now. Like
listen,
understanding your actual political area where you at because your actual means of productivity is going to determine where you live at and what area of town that you live in too. So it
you
still
know,
comes back down to the productivity piece, no matter what happens. It still comes back around to that. A lot of people don't want to look at it that way because they're too busy trying to get their shit off, or too busy trying to have fun. They're too busy trying to hide behind everybody else's levels of works and productivity. And it's like, dude, the only thing we're doing is we're letting people know that, hey man, you may be winning today, but this shit can be taken away from you. And these people are on this road forever. They have to forever strip mine black culture and the news cycle for hee hee ha ha shit. And they gotta do it forever. This is what they invested in. They got their whole face out there on this shit. So now they have to literally keep these people walking around in concentric circles. The 42 years in the desert, after the golden calf got broken, after the Ten Commandments are gone, everybody want to roam around in the desert for 42 years. That's what it is. We're now in the 42 years in the desert phase of the manosphere. And yes,
I'm
let
like,
them dudes go over there and be on that shit. It's just that it's just that when you come back, you just won't have a voice on my channel pretending like you're on some productive man shit. That's all.
and I see you doing that. No, bro, I see you doing that, bro. I'm gonna have to start following suit, dude. Like, understand this, man. Understand it. MOT was on my panel. It was me, MOT, and our one of our co-hosts, Gene. We literally did a show on how to purchase a property, drop the drywall, and do all of that shit. And let MOT call me up and said, "Hey, bro, I want to grab that video. What's up, Reg? What's up, Chef? I want to grab that video and I want to put it on my channel." He said, "Yo, where's the video at?" I said, "What do you mean? Bro, what are you talking about? No, where's the video at?" Jay checked herself. These same ain't shit dogs struck
Like the
our
video.
fucking video
Hmm.
because we were talking about non-productive people versus that of, here, dude, you can make a quick, easy jump on buck doing drywall. I never forgot. Yo, bro, I was so mind blown. MOT, am I lying? What the fuck we're saying right now, bro?
No, you not. Not for that
They
specific video.
struck,
You ain't lying about that shit.
boy, they struck the fuck out of, bro. I was like, holy shit, dude. Did y'all just, you know how long it took us to do that video? Nigga, do you know how hard it is to hold a camera while you holding drywall and shit?
The only other
And it's like,
video that got struck immediately after that was me and King Sigma on this channel was talking about a trucking company, and I was about to explain to people that trucking companies don't go out of business. And I was going to explain the process of how they reacquire their actual. Man, they struck the fuck out of that video. They stopped the video from
bro,
going
I
while
never
me and King
forgot that,
Sigma was
bro.
talking.
Bro. Listen, we were having our videos struck down. We were having our videos struck down that we were actually putting in work, either during mid conversation or the minute we hit that unrecord. Sorry, this video, the guidelines, this video, Signal will tell you too. And I'm like, yo, bro, hey, at that point, we had, okay, meet up. We need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. Once we had the conversation, no more. We're not doing no more videos. We're not doing no more of those damn videos because we're tired of wasting an hour and some change doing damn videos of showcasing work and they're getting
Yeah.
struck
No.
because
I
people
mean,
don't like that we're actually showing the work.
I mean,
That was bullshit.
no, you're only supposed to be showcasing bitches.
I used to do videos. I used to do videos with me showcasing new firearms out on the market.
Yes, sir.
Guess what happened to me? I got swatted. Thank you, whoever out there in this space that had me get swatted. Oh, y'all thought I forgot about that when y'all got me swatted? Me and my children and my wife.
Dude,
Y'all thought,
listen, man. Somebody
you, you,
called the
you
Pentagon
remember
on
that
my ass.
MOT when they got me swatted? Oh, that was
And,
fun.
and shortly after, somebody called the Pentagon on my motherfucking ass.
So, so we know how y'all pieces of shit out there in this. Oh, we're consistent out here in this space. Try to fuck up MOT in my name. I was like, yo, dude. I'm like, holy shit, are y'all that desperate? You will swat me? I thought y'all were talking about defending black men's rights with arms.
Bro, listen, man. Somebody called the fucking Department of the fucking Air Force.
Bro, I remember that, bro. I couldn't even understand what you were saying, bro. I couldn't even understand what MOT was saying, bro. I never heard a man curse so much, bro. I've
I
never heard a
understand,
man curse so much.
like they thought the shit was. They was like, hold on a second. Do you really want these people dead? Yes, I do. Oh, okay. But
Mm-hmm.
but they just can't call here. And I'm like, okay, so who did it? Well, this is the person, and this is the IP address, and this is the Wi-Fi connection that they did it from, and this is this and this. Would you like us to send the FBI over there? Not yet. Well, yeah, it's a two-way street, man. Like you just can't anonymously call these people like they thought they was being anonymous. You can't make anonymous calls to the fucking government, man. You can't make no anonymous calls, man.
No,
So
no.
I'm like,
Ed asked, why not find out who did it? No, see, here's the thing about it, Ed. Here's the thing. When it comes to swatting, that's swatting. They're seeing it as somebody is online showing firearms, Patriot Act. They're trying to make it like that.
I
They
mean, but it's
just
highly illegal now. It wasn't illegal before.
yeah,
It's
exactly. It
illegal
wasn't
now. It
now
wasn't
it
illegal
is.
before. It's
Back then,
it's
like
illegal now. I mean, because
right.
police go out. It's kind of like a wellness check, except for with automatic weapons.
Yeah, very much so. And you can either let them, you can open the door or they can kick in your door. However you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
do
yeah.
it, you could. But exactly. So, like I said, the landscape of how the internet is now, how it was back then, it wasn't like that. So I get how y'all saying like, well, why did y'all do the back then? Now these laws because more and more people were doing it.
And some
But
people got
you
killed for that
understand?
swatting shit too. Like that's why they had to put in laws because there was gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
time where you're gonna have some because people don't understand that the SWAT team is where they put the people at who you just hope don't run into nobody.
They don't they quick on that trigger, man.
Yeah.
They're quick
Goon
on that
squad.
trigger.
Yeah. The goon squad. Like when they show up, they using people as cover and everything else because they're going home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's you or them, they're gonna bet on them every time. No, no, you right about that, chef. You right about that shit, chef. I can promise you right now, Listen, just when certain agencies in our system come to you, they already got the protection, bro. It's not much lip you're giving back to them when they're at work. Nah, bro. No, see, but see, that happened to me, Raw. That happened to me. I have videos of me and my kids shooting in the. I had a rifle range in my backyard.
Oh yeah,
I
I
was
remember that shit.
I had a rifle range in my backyard. I was teaching little girls and little boys how to shoot. I had that video shows children in endangerment and abusive. I'm like, dude, I literally have them go over. The little girls were reloading the 22 rifles and stuff. I mean, if any of y'all ever went hunting, hunt rabbit or squirrel, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was hurt, bro. Like there was nobody in danger. Those are things I love to do. I used to have MOT come on and talk to a lot of people from my channel. Didn't matter if they're white, black, Latin, and they had conversations. It was unlike I've never heard MOT never not one time ever jump onto using a race card. He would articulate the points, and literally they would be like, "I get what I'm saying. Wow, this is a good conversation." Then we would have some knuckleheads want to run up on the panel and start trying to destroy it.
Every time.
Every goddamn time, like, holy shit. Why are y'all talking to these Latinos? You know they're destroying our community. Dude, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. We're talking about goddamn bringing in trade into our community. You know the government gives them free money.
No. Money is
Oh
for
man.
everybody.
Here we
You only
go.
notice
Here
the
we go.
money. You only notice the money when it's going toward the people that you don't want to have it.
Mind you, if they had listened to the conversation an hour in,
They weren't trying to listen to the conversation, man. The only
they
thing they're trying to
know.
do is they're trying to stop you from working with other functional people. Like every time when they run in and they destroy the conversation, that's why they do it. They want to stop you from working with other operational people. Because if you work with other operational people, then you're not going to have the burden of thinking that their opinion matters. And that's what happened when I started rolling with Jews and Indians and all that kind of shit. Yeah, man, unproductive people don't have any place in their society to talk about shit. They don't.
That's why I'm saying it's contradictory when y'all talk about that y'all want to marry women of other cultures, but y'all not willing to deal with working or dealing with the working class
No, bro. They
men
want to have
in their
sexual
culture.
relations of women with other cultures while they maintain their culture of bravohood and all this other crazy shit. And they think that some other person who give a shit about the time that they put into their daughter is they just gonna hand it off to you like some type of halfback pass or some shit. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody gonna do that.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. Y'all having these conversations backwards. Like not even on the train. Y'all having them not even at the station. I'm saying, yo, bro, why y'all always talking about, sex? Are you gay? No, dude, I'm disciplined. I get it. Okay, we're guys. We have it once here or there. But at some point, dude, I done shown y'all, and I done shown y'all in South Carolina, yo, these Latins are building.
Yeah,
They're buying up.
they
They're buying up parts of these places. They're working.
walking
I'm not saying
in,
that. Go ahead, bro.
walking in, getting the loans, getting the properties like they're supposed to, and they're doing it quietly. You don't see them on live streams and panels announcing their actions to the world. You don't see that anywhere. But that's what's happening. And a lot of people just think to see them, they can shut down progress with this automatic conclusion nonsense.
Nope,
They don't
won't
have
work.
automatic conclusion in their society. If you don't work, then nobody's gonna mess with you. And yes, they have their gang population and all that kind of other stuff, but guess what? They separate those people from it.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Immediately. I can promise you that, man.
I'm
I can
not
promise you
worried
that.
about it, bro.
One of
Because
my good
this
friends here.
subculture
Uh-huh.
is dying. The subculture is dying. That's what it is. This is the last throes of a subculture that is no longer needed for anything. Subculture is not needed, bro. Subculture not needed, not anymore. They don't have anything else.
One of my good friends. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, subcultures no longer needed. Like when subcultures die, they become highly public, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden they're just shorted out immediately because you were never supposed to show people what you was actually doing with your time. You wasn't supposed to do that because at the end of the day, nobody was supposed to know this stuff. This was supposed to be an underground movement where nobody knew what you were doing.
Uh,
The moment they find out, because these things are not big enough yet. They're not big enough yet.
um, nope. That's why it's funny when they're like, why doesn't Congress get involved? And I'm like,
Hell
okay,
yeah, get
let
involved. Not yet.
I'm like,
Why?
why?
For what?
Why? For what? Like some of the shit y'all say is damning alone by itself. Like, first off, like let's let's take it back into this, man. Like, listen, this thing about going backwards in time, it's just not happening. It's I don't know why y'all keep entertaining it, but we're not going back. It's not how that's not how
Whatever
humanity
time
works.
period that they think that we're going back to, dude, that's not gonna happen, dude.
Y'all wouldn't even
I
last
don't.
back then.
Nah, they wouldn't. They would not. I'm okay with it
This
for now. I'm okay with it for now because they're not that much of a threat to anybody right now. They're not a threat to anybody. Only threat that they are a threat to themselves, and that's about it. They don't have anything
like
else to actually offer at this point in time.
now,
Who knows?
now
Maybe they'll change their mind in the future, but as of right now, we see that they ain't got nothing to offer, and that's a good thing. It's not hard. It's not difficult. You need to understand.
now one of the things that is very telling is that this 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 type of ideology, this ideology of this shit is supposed to last forever. And see, I know the people that literally said, "Hey, at some point y'all have to wake up." Even when I joined the military, one thing, and shout out to that one star. He said, "Boys, I'm going to be retiring soon, and so shall y'all. When you come here, get what you need here. Do not think the military is a forever thing. You come here, you get the skills you need, you get your certifications, your licenses, and then after that, when it's time to get out, guess what? When you go out in the outside world, you'll have a jump head start." Now, some guys were just like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be forever, man. We're gonna enjoy it and laugh and have babies and get drunk and go out and run around." You not BMT, not BMT. Because what he just told us, I was watching older black men get out of the military, going back to their mama's house, going back to living on the streets, going back to making can't even barely pay for their own meals and stuff, failing on the outside world, trying to make it seem like they're high and mighty. I was there. I've seen it. I don't have to wear no valor on my doggone sleeve. Hell, I don't even go around saying I'll go around saying Happy Veterans Day, but I don't showboat it like that. Literally, everything. Listen, bro, I made more. I made more money when I got out the military than when I was in the military. That's a fact. Because because when you're in the military, you can only say so much. You can only do so much because you're liable by contract. Once I got the knowledge I needed from the people that had it, didn't matter if they were black, white, Latino, Somalian, whatever, Pacific Islander, whoever they were, if they had what I needed, I was right there. Okay, where do I need to go to do that? Where do I need to go to do this? How do I go about getting a house? How do I go about doing that? I'll be damned if I did my time in the military and I'm living in some little hut condo with my whole family. I'll be damned if I'm out there begging. I'll be damned if I don't have multiple streams of income. I want to be like those dudes who were getting contracts. I wanted to be like those people who are doggone making multiple streams of income. I don't got to be like some of these Negroes and go around with floss and chains and gold and all this stuff, or trying to be hip and cool, or drive these cars and shit. Y'all talk so much about white people. White people don't care what y'all think about them. Since y'all talk so much about them, they don't. I've seen them go get a pickup truck, have a whole good plot of land and nice things, and guess what? Y'all be right there. Oh my God, this generational wealth, bitch. You could have got the same shit. What are you talking about? Get your ass to work. I told you, if y'all want land, take your ass down there by the county building. They got land that fell on default on their taxes. You could have gone and bought your own shit. Go get a single or double wide and shut the fuck up. You think black men wanted to hear that shit in this space? Oh, but BMT, you flip flop. I can't. I'm not going to cater to pander to weak ass people. The fuck? I get my ass out there and bust my ass every day. Jeff, stop giving them stop giving it to them, man. Stop giving it to them. Because see, when we already did those videos about doing that shit, but see, these so-called smart people, they've never shown those type of videos of them doing it themselves. What they'll say is every other group is getting it. Why can't we get it? The women are getting it. Why aren't they helping the men get it? Well, motherfucker, you can walk. You can sit on a panel for 6 hours, 3 hours, talk about whimsical bullshit, but you're telling me you can't go down there and fill out an application? Yeah, you can go down there, man. You can go down there. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Robbie? I don't be getting on panels saying the women are getting all the jobs. We don't have nothing. Dog, like, you want to go be a receptionist? Go be a receptionist. You want to go work at a call center? Go work at a call center. You want to go work at Lowe's, Home Depot? Where you trying to go, man? You can go work. What job you want? You want to go work at Fashion Nova? Huh? The galas? Raya, I know you be dropping so many books on these dudes, but according to these people, it's a flip flop. It's a flip flop. It's a flip flop. There's been plenty of time. Listen, man, there's been plenty of things. Y'all can't. This is why when y'all said the flip flopping, is because people don't go along and just I'm not pandering to something that you yourself can do also. My daddy had a thing. Okay, son, I'm gonna teach you and hold the bike for you for a while so you can just get the use of learning how to catch your balance. After a while, my dad would stop taking his hands off, and after a while, I keep falling. And then I would tell my daddy, I'm like, Daddy, just Daddy, hold me while I ride the bike. He's like, no. Then you're going to be too weak. You'll be too weak. You want to keep up with the other boys when they ride the bike? You have to learn how to do it yourself, Joe. Get up. Get up. I was upset because he wouldn't hold me. He didn't pander to me. So I had to get up. push that bike to keep up with the group. After I got tired of pushing the damn bike, I got on the bike. And yeah, I kept falling a few more times, but after a while, they said, just pedal fast and keep your and just hold your balance. It's just gonna come naturally if you just keep trying. Guess what? I may have had some cuts, some bruises, some scrapes, a busted lip, but after a while, guess what? I was able to keep up with the pack. And I didn't just stop there. I would get up, do my chores, and go practice and practice and practice. Before the end of that month, I could ride the bike. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, man, this flip-flopping pander shit that y'all be wanting, I'm not doing that. Y'all want strong men? Y'all want men to run households? Stop asking me and other men to pander to your fucking feelings. Every time y'all don't get your way, it's either Pookie's fault, it's goddamn the white man's fault, it's the Latino's fault, it's Uncle Sam's fault, it's everybody else's fault but your own goddamn shit. Now I've been putting up work on the goddamn scoreboard and shit. I may laugh and joke with y'all, but when it's time to get down and do some work, y'all motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck for no numbers. Listen, bro, y'all think YouTube is the end all be all game for me? You think I give a shit about having y'all in my face like that? I do my best works when I'm alone. I don't need a bunch of men for company. That's what's called a family. All this bullshit that y'all want people to placate to your feelings and tell you why you're special. Y'all are happy to have certain men. You're special. I want you to know that. Y'all niggas started breaking down and crying. People that even finished their courses or their studies quit and just literally became YouTubers. Man, fuck that. The real power ain't here. If they wanted to shut down y'all channels, y'all would be fucked. There's those of us, we're goddamn, listen, man, we're maximum outputters. Y'all don't know what the fuck that is, a maximum outputter. That's somebody, no matter where you put them, they're going to succeed. They're going to excel at whatever they do. That's why y'all be saying, that's why I laugh whenever some people, when they look at, damn, BMT, you in a warehouse teaching them how to work heavy machinery? Yes. Yes. Because guess what? Whenever my mom and my dad or us would back up the trucks, guess who had to unload the trucks sometime? We did. So guess what? If you know how to unload your own truck, you get the fuck out of the bay very quickly. That's one thing my dad will say. Come here, I'm gonna show you how to unload this truck. My dad started teaching me at a young age. I loved it when me and MOT were talking about how the older men, they didn't placate to our feelings. Listen, you come out here. I'm gonna show you how to do this shit. I'm gonna show you a few times, and either you're gonna get it or you're gonna get fucked up. You ain't gonna hold my hand. Nah, that's not how it works in life. Y'all don't want to go back to that old system. A lot of y'all will be done and gone. Y'all be one of the so-called be held hands, man. Y'all worried about the flow of what other people are doing, but you haven't even made your own streams of income. Listen, I'm happy if some of y'all have jobs. I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed. Y'all done seen me move to multiple different houses. I'm abundantly blessed. I'm abundantly blessed. When I did want to talk to y'all about jobs, y'all were like, ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Okay, so y'all don't want to talk about jobs. What the fuck y'all want to talk about? Want to talk about Lizzo? Huh? Charlamagne the God? Y'all want to talk about celebrity? Those motherfuckers are working. Y'all talking about them. They're getting paid. They're getting paid. So you ain't stopping their shit. You ain't stopping their flow of cash. Y'all want to be up there with them. That's my check. Your godfather, he wanted to be sitting at their feet. You think he would have gave a shit if he was sitting at Lizzo's feet? He would throw y'all under the bus in a heartbeat. Stop playing. All of y'all so-called, I got this contract, or I got this and I got that. I'm like, okay, then get your money. Get your money. I love doing armed security. I've been doing that around a lot of people. Now that's later, Iman. We're gonna talk about that later, man. Diddy fucked up his own bag. Diddy did that. Only thing Diddy could do now, he should probably start liquidating some of his shit. I will go buy some gas stations. I will start selling. If Diddy was smart, Diddy should take some of his stuff real quick. If I was Diddy, I would go take some of my shit and I'll go put it in my kid's name. Unattach all that shit from me, put it in a trust fund in my kid's name. They can't get my money. Put it in the trust fund in your kids' names. Oh, I forgot. Y'all say fuck kids. But see, that's what people in certain statures, whenever they get put in the caduffle, that's why they have kids. That's why they have certain legacies. Put it in a trust fund, put it in their kid's name. They don't have to worry about, oh, you come after them. It's cool. It didn't stop the Hydra because they have other people running the shell companies. Even if you were to take down Trump, Trump is not running Trump his company. It's his kids running it now. So you're not going to stop them. Same thing for a lot of different. I know some of the cultures that are doing that. I said, damn, that's how y'all play the game. Yup. Yeah, man. You can't stop the flow of the train. You can't stop it. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these things, like when we have these conversations, when we have these full conversations, there's a lot of things I understand now why we need to just start holding back because you don't waste the good pieces of meat on goddamn scraps on scrap mutts. And when y'all say that okay, you guys are turning on the space or you're turning on black men, no, we turn on weak men. We turn on weak men. We're not going to yield or give shit over to y'all. We're not going to disagree with y'all. We're going to ask you why. My granddaddy was infamous for that. You want somebody granddaddy ask for $5, he gonna say why? Well, I need it. Why? By the time you ask him, by the time you're half an hour in, guess what he gonna say? The amount of time you asked me doing that, you could have either gone clean my truck, picked up trash around the yard, and that's it. You could have just gone did a job for me and got that $5. You just wanted to ask me, so I never gave it to you. You could have just did. So after a while, I stopped going to him for money. I just went go did a job. That granddad picked up all the cigarette butts. Hey, Mr. MOT, I wash your tires to your truck. Oh shit. The dude at the shop, hey, wash my tires. Hey y'all, put some soap and some water out there. Joe, you and them boys go out there and wash some tires. Instead of having to ask them, they'll come get their hair cut. We wash them damn tires. I know, BMT, you and all these jobs, we need to see proof. Listen, bro, I know it's hard to believe a black man going to go do some work. I know that's a sin in this place. God forbid a black man go make a job washing tires. But believe it or not, they actually pay people a lot of money to get their mud flap and their tires washed. They do pay them. You're gonna get a little dirty.
Wash things.
Go ahead, bro.
They have these portable wash trucks that go through. I mean, there's even like portable fueling things for that too. Like people pay a
Mm.
lot of money to fuel these trucks up so that way they don't have to stop for anything, and they can just keep rolling their actual business the way they normally roll it. But then again, it's not that we don't see jobs. We don't see jobs for nothing that's niggas. That's what it is. It's not that the economy's bad. The economy's bad for nothing ass niggas. What it is.
Like,
So until you come through and you solve the knucking ass nigga problem, they're just gonna feel like they're not really part of the actual deal. It's like, fuck out of here with this, man. Fuck out of here with this stupid shit.
and that's why I found it interesting about this direction of trying to tell people about no, y'all don't need to do those jobs. Those jobs are lesser. And I'm like, those dollars add up, bro. Them
No, man, like what?
programs, they
Once you get into the culture, because right now there's no gangs holding you back, none of that shit. As long as you
no,
start
not
seeing
at
these
all.
people being socially left behind right now, I mean, just depending on where you're raised, you could be Adderall the fuck out or whatever, but that's about it. Everything else is all the shit that you put into it, and it's like the greatest threat to the group now is dudes who deal with ratchet ass fucking women trying to pretend like they're productive men. Trying to pretend like they're productive men, knowing full fucking well that they haven't left them hoes alone yet.
They won't lead them. They won't lead them. It's
No,
a choice.
no,
It's
no.
a choice. And they come around and keep blaming the 304s, and they'll call them 304s and everything. Pay and go broke, and then want to say, "Oh man, it's these women that are running game. Y'all should give them money." No, they did their job. They did their job. They did exactly. They understood the mission. I don't feel bad for no
They
fucking
mark you for
man.
transport. They mark you for transport
I don't.
of of of,
No. See,
of
we.
not being serious. I don't shit.
I don't take y'all serious.
No.
The fuck. No, no. This is not new. This is not new. Now all of a sudden y'all complaining, running around here. Oh my god, y'all letting these women take the money. What the fuck, y'all just open the pocket and shit.
It's not even that hard to
Listen,
find women to fucking work with if you're already productive yourself. Now, if you're unproductive, it's gonna be damn near impossible to find women to fucking work with. That's the thing that people never got. The productive men can always work with women. It's always these unproductive
doesn't
motherfuckers
even
who can't
bother us.
really. Yeah, I mean because they got the must fuck everything that moves protocol going. So they can't even
Oh
rationalize
shit.
being around a woman without even trying to fucking screw her fucking brains out. So you trying to fuck everything you come in contact with, whether it's married or not. And they really think that, oh well, I get to do whatever I want. It's like, bro, everybody don't roll like that, man. But to them, this is community property. You gotta let me do this. You gotta let me do that.
Yep. Yep. I watched my mom we had a great employee, but this guy always kept finding himself in the office talking to the women.
Yep.
And you know what? My mom was like, "Come here, you a good boy, but you keep finding yourself in the hen house." Well, they allowed me to come inside. No, 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 no. You work on the outside. They're there
Dude,
doing their job. See,
yeah,
their
man. Like when I
fingers
used
are
to,
still.
I'll tell you, man. Like when I used to have employees, I'm like, look, if I catch you in this office talking to any one of these women, you're fired on the fucking spot. Women, if you end up in a relationship with any of my drivers, you're fired on the fucking spot.
Mhm.
Period. Oh, oh well, biological imperative. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, who the fuck is this nigga
Fuck out
talking
of
to,
here.
bro? Fuck is this dude
Fuck
talking
out
to,
of here.
man?
Get your ass out. Get out of
The
here.
fuck is
That's
this dude
that's
talking to, man? Dude's trying to run this biological impairment bullshit on your boy. Fuck out of here, man.
that's
I gotta
all.
talk to a bitch. I gotta talk to a bitch that ain't mine. Every opportunity, you know, I'm never gonna meet another bitch. I gotta get this thing off. That's what these dudes be on, man. Dude, it makes you weak, dumb, and fucking lame as shit operating like that.
Just get your
Fuck
money
out of
and
here.
go, man. That's all you gotta do. Just get your money and go. I get it. The warehouses. I get it. The truck station. I get it. The fast food. But yes. Oh my God. The women are here. How dare they Like when y'all be saying that shit sometimes, just say you don't have the discipline.
The
You,
women are here, and I can't focus because I see a bitch and I can't turn my dick off. You know how it is? Like, no, I don't know how that is, man. I do. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. That sounds fucking crazy. That you can't do shit, but you got to handle their non-productivity. You got to handle it. You got to make room for it. And it's like, do you understand that bragging on this non-family building person, you're literally telling people that you're compromised. You're literally
hmm
telling people that. Literally telling people that. Literally. Hey man, I don't worry about it. I'm happy that I found out.
that's, that's why I'm saying like when we look at the spiraling down, of this protect black men fraudulent shit.
Nope. The only thing
First
they're
off,
trying to do, they're trying to get us to fucking cover for them. That's what they're trying to do. They're
that
trying to
that was
get
the biggest. Yeah,
productive and constructive men to cover their backs while they go be on this fucking bullshit. Like that's what they on.
let,
That's
let, let,
exactly
let,
what they've been on.
let me give y'all. Let's give y'all an example. Right, I'm gonna give y'all an example, and I'm gonna just use it again. So every you got that crazy dude that dude Diddy now saying, "Where's all my friends at?" You know what they all did? They separated from his ass,
No, they're
as
all
they
dead.
should.
I mean, you know how Diddy be doing his people, man. They're all dead. Fuck you mean where all your friends at? You kill all your properties, man. Bro, you cannibalize all your properties. Fuck you mean where your friends at?
Like at some point, y'all gotta learn, man. Just step the fuck back. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It's a it, when you have these people going around doing these things,
In air
and they
quotes,
can't
people.
air quotes on that. You start understanding that okay, like you're not learning. You're not learning
They ain't trying to
from
learn,
that.
man. They ain't
It,
trying to
it,
learn, bro.
you know, and that's the thing. That's the thing about it that we look at and take it to account. And I know some of y'all like, oh man, like you act like you're perfect. No, 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 no. There's no one saying we're perfect. But see, there is a Darwinism of evolution. That's how things grow. That's why I always get worried when y'all are so so happy with, we want to stay like this. We want to be like this. And I'm like, why?
Man, them dumb motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that shit, man. They're like, look, we're here to be irresponsible, and you're gonna fucking help us. You're going to cover for us while we mess up the entire space. You're gonna cover for us while we talk about this bitch. You're gonna cover for us. That's all it is. And at the end of the day, they want us to be more accepting of them while they don't accept shit from us. Like, kept telling these people, man, you got to keep these motherfuckers the fuck out of here. I'm telling you, there is no way in this scenario that I'm going to forgive any of this shit. They're like, yep, we try forgiving motherfuckers. This shit didn't work. It didn't happen, and it didn't do anything. So now we got to try it without niggas. Let's try that for a couple of generations. Start throwing motherfuckers the fuck away. Stop giving them the infinite fucking retry and the infinite redial shit. Just get them the fuck out of there.
But see, that's the thing about it, man. Like, you can't help somebody that wants to be a nigga. Is that I learned that, man. Y'all taught me, y'all taught me very well. Y'all dream was to apply to be a nigga. I thought of that when I was sitting down with my old lady, and I was watching Family Matters one time, and I said, why? is Eddie always sitting with Waldo. Now, Waldo was an idiot, but Eddie loved being around Waldo. Why did Will love being around Jazz? Because he loved being around Jazz. And I was like, well, damn. So y'all like being around the idiot because it makes y'all feel good,
Hmm.
you know, being in stupidity. Like, and I accept that now. I get it. I get it because I see why. That's why people get. That's why if you watch Justice League, Batman is a zero bullshit type of guy. He does not like being around stupid people. Batman be getting pissed off and be glaring at them and shit. Like, why you bring this dumb motherfucker up in my tower, bro? Like, Superman, this is you. You brought this dumb bitch up here. Now we got to deal with this shit. Like, we're not trying to drop the IQ. That's why they always be looking at Flash. Like, Flash, be quiet. Just playing your coloring book while we look at the mission. Y'all. I get it. Y'all want to be the next niggas, and y'all told the rest of us, hey man, chill, go easy on us.
Yeah,
No,
man. Like
why?
they want them stamps on the niggas plus card, man. That's what it is, man. They want them stamps, man.
It's been a hostage takeover for a long time, man. It's been a hostage takeover for a long time.
I mean, but they know what's here in large number in these actual communities. They're just strip mining these people for their ignorance. Like I said, man, this shit is ignorant tainment. That's what it fucking is. Ignorant tainment. People need permission to hold themselves hostage and not take any specific type of action. And that's what, ignorant tainment is about. Helping you take your own self hostage for no fucking reason.
But see, that became we can make money on this. We can get
Yes.
rich off of this.
We
Uh,
businessmen now.
we businessmen.
Yeah.
We're businessmen. You know what I'm saying? We're setting up content. We're making content. That was the word told to us. We're making content. We're making content. It don't got to be logical.
Nah.
We,
Make as
we
much sense as backyard and mushroom cloud.
now now we get it. Some people are like, well, BMT. Well, you and MT, why are y'all so hard on people like about that? I'm like, okay, so but they asked to come to the conversation. They asked to come to the conversation. See, y'all think we're stupid about. That's the thing about I don't like, bro, is that they asked to come to the conversation.
Yep.
There was no
To
recruitment
sabotage
for
and
them.
destroy it. Yeah, man, to sabotage and destroy it. That's all it is.
MLT, I don't see what's the problem, man. Like, what was that argument they tried to have with you? Why do you can't tell these people not to come to do the content in the space, but then when it's time for you to do your conversation about certain things, they want to weigh in. They
No,
want to have a conversation.
I mean, it's just that what they've done is it's kind of like returning to the scene of the crime. You there crying the hardest, and you got blood all over yourself. The gun's still smoking. You man, I wonder who would do something like this. Yeah, man, like everybody looking at you like, wait a minute,
This motherfucker came back.
wait a minute. You all at the funeral, you know what I'm saying, crying it out and shit. Like,
They didn't even
wait a
change the shirt.
wait a minute. This motherfucker here got dry blood on there, gun still smoking apparently.
Oh my goodness! And they just hanging out in front of you, man. Like they never stop. Like that's the thing that blew my mind, man. Like it was the story told. It was the story that told. We see who committed the murder because the murderer never left. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all don't make no sense, and I'm like, no, we make sense. I think the problem is we're not supposed to make sense. We're not
Yeah,
supposed to actually, we're not supposed to actually say it out loud what we're seeing.
nah, not us. No.
that's the card. That's the cardinal sin. Like, and the thing about it is, I like shout out to I have some really good people in my corner that literally said, "You give a fuck too much, man. You really do." But see, I grew up in an era where men had to show their fucking work, or you weren't
Hey man,
allowed to speak. You wasn't allowed to
that's what
speak.
it is. Like the greatest threat, the greatest threat to the country is for unaccomplished motherfuckers allowed to talk. Then we got these liberal arts majors in this motherfucker from these off-brand fucking universities, majored in bullshit, and they happy that they get to talk. They never had a point to talk before. They were never had a chance to be taken seriously. Now you can just wake up every morning like Dr. Thunder and just start going in on bitches when you apparently married and have a child. But you still concerned about a fucking community that you don't fucking live in.
I've never understood that.
I never understood that shit.
I've never understood that. Like,
Never understood it.
you already you won. You won. Why do you
You
care?
fucking
I never
won.
understood that. I never understood that. Like,
Why
you
are you here? Why are you here?
that's crazy to me. Like, listen, man, some of you guys are either already out the game or should have already done been moved on and transitioned, or literally are like, okay, man, like you done
BTS
had your
got
cake.
grown kids. He got grown kids. The fuck you care about some unproductive ass motherfucker who want to be, dude? Like, how you having a conversation with a group of women that you can't date? Period. How? Why?
I wouldn't give a shit, bro. I would
Doesn't
be.
make a difference.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like y'all be trying to tell me about ratchets. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, it's not like y'all don't see the rat poisoning. It's not like you don't see the rat poisoning. You don't have to eat it. You can literally go anywhere else. It's a choice. It is literally a fucking choice. And see, that's the shit about it that I get so. It's like I get goddamn. It's like I get a hernia just thinking about it. When y'all will, I've watched y'all do panel after panel, show after show, series, documentary talking points, go grab other failures just to say, okay, but if y'all know that they're bad since season one, why are y'all still dealing with this? Why do y'all give a fuck about Russell and Sierra? They're married. They're rich. They're making money. Why do y'all give a fuck? She's doing whatever she wants. If her husband likes suffering or whatever the fuck he got going on, that's between them, man. Y'all care too
Man, look,
fucking much.
they fully invested in their relationship not working, bro. They fully invested
I
in
was
that
just
shit.
saying. I was just saying, man. I'm not invested in things that do not concern me.
They're looking at
I
that shit
can't.
like a doomsday clock, man. Like they are fucking invested in that relationship not working.
I never got that, bro. Like I'm like, wait a second. Wait, what are we? Why do y'all care for people that are not at no point ever going to like I would be more concerned about, hey man, like are we going to be talking about I don't know, like this we got these elections going on in this area, we got this going on down here in the south. They got the primaries coming. Like there's shit that y'all could actually, I get it, it's boring. It's boring. But then y'all want to talk about something that's more of that level. I get it. But I was watching. Shout out to MOT when you, Nagone, Mike V, Renaissance Man were up there. Y'all were having a conversation about the political. Mind you, they were having their conversation on the politics, right? And I loved watching the numbers drop. But I said, oh, the niggas are leaving.
Yeah.
The niggas are leaving. The niggas are leaving. I get it. I get it. So when you raise the bar, the niggas don't like to be around unless there's chaos and downwardly spiraling stupid shit.
Just like the same bitch that they claim that they ain't like.
And so that's how we have to perceive it.
Yeah.
What's up, Spirit? What's up, Spirit, bro? Like, it,
I ain't worried about that shit. Shit.
right?
Like,
Like,
like a niggerless world. I mean, shit. Don't threaten me with a good time.
uh, uh,
Don't threaten
like
me
I
with an
said, man.
operational society without niggas. Don't do that. Don't
Like,
do that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen it where men have gone. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father had asked me. He's like, I hope my conversation with you two men it was productive. And I was like, MOT. My dad just wanted to make sure you had a good show. MOT told him he had a blast. He had a blast talk with him, and my dad was like, he definitely want to come back and chop
Yeah.
it up with him. And the thing about it, it bothered people as I was watching, and I didn't want to stop them having that moment of connection of talking about politics, accountability, and grassroots, as well as traveling and everything. Like they were going over everything, and I'm like, damn, why don't other men in this space talk like this? These two men have never met each other. This is the first time they ever talked, and you would think they have always been good friends. You you just you would assume that. Why were other men pissed off or just didn't want to listen to those two men talk? Because the bar had been raised. The bar had been raised to where it was a bullshit. It was zero bullshit conversation.
And they couldn't stand it because Keisha wasn't being talked about.
Nope.
So, so, so what's the deal there?
There was no
They
Keisha
couldn't
talk.
stand it.
There was no Keisha talk. There was no bullshit on let's talk about reparation talk. It was none. And mind you, they were like, "Hey, man, the biggest thing that my dad was that got him riled up." He said, "I hate a man that is not politically savvy and that does not know about voting."
Yeah,
I said, "Dad, why you
that's
getting triggered?" I was like, he was, but see, he was thinking back of unproductive men that were wasting away their time, but complaining about society.
that shit's nuts, man. Fucking
That
nuts.
shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. Like my grandfather be, got your ID? Nope, off the property.
Get off the property.
Hey man, what are you doing here? Yep.
That's crazy. That's wild because you can't if you're refusing to participate. I don't give a shit what side you're on. So long as you can say, listen, man, I understand the process. I'm participating in the process and I'm actually doing my diligence not to hinder the process. Guess what? We can have the conversation. Long as you ain't speaking out of blissful ignorance and shit, I mean, damn, I mean, some people I think it's a sport now for them. You know,
I mean,
it, it
but you got to understand is participation is leverage. If nobody is participating, how the fuck do you have any leverage? But it was like, okay, and they only jump in, be like, well, you haven't fixed this shit fast enough, and it's like, well, we can't fix shit without the actual participation going on. So now they want to, oh, well, they're dependent on me, so I'm just gonna be here. I'm like, no, man, like we're not gonna rewrap conversation around you. We're not doing that. At the end of the day, this is just what we have. Like these are the type of people who you have here. You can't really do that much with this shit.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like we've had these conversations, and I
And
know
this
how
is
everybody
progress,
going.
though.
Oh,
This is progress.
it is
Progress is
progress.
knowing how many people you can clearly see who are serious and what the serious people are actually talking about and what the serious people are not talking about. Trust me, this is progress. It is. It
and
clearly is.
and that was and that was a big turnover of the conversation in the space of the spear because when we started having a conversation about people about progress, we're talking about okay, so let's talk about doing some trade. Let's talk about I don't know. how to go ahead and get, some jobs done. Well, how much money? Well, hold on. And I'll be like, okay, well, shit, man. The government's giving all these women a job before they give it to a black man. I'm like, dude, like, stop, dude. They got programs out there. You can go work, man. They got.
They ain't trying
I
to hear that.
literally, I'm helping. I know BMT. Yeah, I know y'all like to believe it, but I sold y'all. I got people at adult education. What? Why would you be down there? You're lying, BMT. I'm like, no, dude. You know it's funny. This is not new. This is not new. I'm like, hey, when you have these conversations, I know it's a progressive program. How dare y'all have adult education? But guess what? If y'all talking about higher learning, go to adult education. It's not just for
Because
GED courses. They have other courses there. But motherfuckers don't know that. Motherfuckers actually don't actually know programs in their county or in their city or in their area. So that's why I'm like, okay, the ignorance is bliss.
yeah,
Y'all,
they
y'all,
don't
y'all,
want to
y'all.
participate. They don't want to participate unless it involves them not trying hard. And the shit automatically is just for them, has their name on it, and that's just it. It's like there's nothing else you can do with this point.
This is why I get such an irritation when y'all talk about you're going abroad. I'm like, man, don't go to somebody else's shit and fuck up what they got going on. And
How you
you,
gonna be able to fuck up somebody else's shit? Like that's the whole thing. I mean, being a traveling fuck nigga, okay, got it. But at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to produce in other places, and maybe you can find some women to like, sleep with, because that's what these most of these dudes want anyway. But they want to be
yep,
traveling fuck nigga, and that's cool. You want to be a travel maggle, okay, got you. But at the end of the day, you still got to be able to do some productive shit. And at the end of the day, these are the type of people who want to start over. But what they do when they start over, they do the same shit that they couldn't do in the previous environment. So it's like, some nigga, stay your black ass here.
like I said, man, all this hung up on other men's looks. I don't get it. It doesn't defeat the talking points. I see that shit all the time.
Man, I never
I,
understood that shit, man.
I
When
never
dudes are
understood
telling
that shit.
me, about, oh, you're a simp. Like, but all your content's about women. None of my content's about women, so explain to me why I'm a simp. I mean, just ask simple
Uh,
questions, and it's just that these dudes are so used to providing narratives that they haven't even stopped for a second to fucking think about the dumb shit that comes out of their fucking mouth. They haven't even thought about
but see, keyword think, think. How many men had to tell Mark, think, Mark, think, think, damn it. Like,
it. Like, look, man, you don't start fighting, we're all dead.
we're all dead, Mark. Like, hey, bro, I need you to start throwing some punches, man. I don't even
And
know
then
why you came to this fight.
and then he started fighting for 2 seconds, and he let the bitch off the hook again. And got his ass stabbed up immediately.
Because he didn't understand. That's why Arnie man be looking at him like, man, this dumb motherfucker right here, man. I be telling you to think, and you just don't be thinking, man. Like you drop your guard around these motherfuckers, you gonna get stabbed up. Like that be that shit, man. And that be that shit. Like I'm not too sure if the lesson plan is too hard for some of y'all or
Now,
what.
it's not that. It's not that. Because if they participate they participate one time, then the actual fig leaf falls. Yeah, man, you eat from the tree of knowledge. Now you got knowledge of the fact that you wasted a lot of time on some shit that just wasn't going to ever work. Yeah, yeah, that's some good shit right there. Realizing that the bullshit that you was on was never going. Yeah, man,
Mm.
like, I mean, the black community has been a safe haven for bullshit niggas for a while. That's what it is. The only thing the men had to do was just get access to the sex and destroy the fucking women, so that way they'll never be out procreating. Because there was a time when unproductive niggas got no access to ass. Period.
Right.
Because people actually gave a fuck about where their daughter went. And then these unproductive men got happy than a motherfucker through the black exploitation and the selling of heroin. Then heroin went off into the fucking crack cocaine. Yeah, they got access that they didn't have before. And you know what they did? Yeah, shut down shit. So that way nothing will work. So that way they can be able to just be on this shit. Hey,
It's-
that's what the fuck it is. You know, you can't really help these dudes for shit. You have to let them go. You're not ready
and
for it.
see, you see, the thing about it, bro, is that y'all think a lot of us forgot the history. Like, understand this, man. And I told this to one content creator. You didn't just get kicked out by the woman. Some of y'all didn't get kicked out by the woman. Grandma, auntie, your mom or whoever, or your wife, they kicked your ass out, but you wasn't worth a fuck. They got tired of you stealing the fucking VCR or the goddamn rent money and smoking that damn dope. They got tired of y'all doing that shit, man. Got my brother complex up here, man. Like that's the thing that be getting me, man. Like, and I've had many conversations. Like complex, how many times me and you had conversations about running a home and a business? How many times have we done
Plenty,
that?
plenty.
And and
Can we
we've
talk
watched
about
how people in the chat start turning up their faces on us, have we not?
it? Yeah, of course.
Now, now granted, now we're talking about running our homes and doing business while having integrity. Man, this shit's boring, man. This shit, why the fuck they talk about that dumb shit, man? Like these women don't listen or submit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you ask for these type of men to come around. Hey, y'all, hey, y'all got to change up the conversation. Like, go talk, start talking shit to each other.
Hey,
What the fuck?
what,
Like, wait, no, no,
what type
no.
of women to submit though? What type of women to submit though?
I don't.
I mean,
I'll
what
be
part?
real with you, man. Like that, I don't know. That's a. I didn't really come into this the knowledge of that type of conversation right there. Women unwillingness to submit and all that. I did not come into that conversation until I made my way here to like the
Right.
Manister,
Thank you.
right? Like that. Yeah, that never really occurred to me that was a thing. And even after kind of coming into awareness of this conversation, it's still really not for me anyway. It's not a thing, and I'm not even trying to be on some alpha shit. Y'all know me. I don't even do all that. I just really do think that if you're intentional about life, you'll get what it is that you put out in terms of that intention. Relationships, business, all that shit. I think it all permeates across the board. So I think it's a stupid ass conversation for men to really spend hours and hours and hours and hours and let's just say years, even, right? It's been some years that this shit it just keeps fucking going. Meanwhile, every goddamn thing in the world is moving right past their ass. Industry, politics, business, you name it, right? So it's a
Mm-hmm.
bad look. It's a bad look collectively. There's groups of us that can kind of stand on our own and say, hey, not us, but collectively as black men, I hate that fucking look for it, man. I really do. It makes you look like a whole pussy out here.
But see, that's the thing about it, man. Like, y'all be thinking that those of us who a lot of us that and you know the thing about it was I remember one time me and Complex we would have good hefty conversations and people would come up just to troll the fuck out of me and him. And BMT, no, stay up, stay up. I'm like, why, dude? They don't want us here. You remember that? I said that one time, and I'm like, they don't want us here, dude. They don't want us to talk about anything about actual accountability unless it involves that of some pussy or that of some game shit. Yet here we are literally talking about picking up kids from school, going down to certain meetings, fixing bikes and shit, literally talking about some technology or VRs and shit. God forbid we talk about anything logical in society. That's weird. I've been called. Listen, you know what's crazy? I've been called a pothead so many times here. Yet for me to be a pothead and I be doing this many fucking jobs, I don't know, man. Like y'all guys bother me. Yet some of y'all like scholars and teachers and disciples of thought, and y'all motherfuckers. I never see y'all work. I'm trying to figure out
Dude, I fucking grow
what
weed.
institute of thought am I at now?
I grow weed, okay, and I get shit done. I grow it, I smoke copious amounts of it, and somehow I get shit done.
Somehow.
Somehow,
Somehow,
we don't know how you do it.
by the work of God, you know. I don't know what weed has to do with anything, BMT. I'm the Drew Rocher.
Listen,
What you have to do?
so I was told I'm a herb head or some shit.
Oh,
I mean,
what the hell? What is it?
I'm a
MOT
herb
isn't
head.
even MOT. He's not even a weed head like that, but he even knows that that's bullshit.
I mean, like, what you're looking at is you're looking at dumb niggas through a time lapse camera, and nothing's like the shit's like on fast forward, and it's like you go from like a year of a time lapse camera where you see snow on the ground gets cleaned up, rain all over the place, night day, night day, night day, and they're still sitting there.
It's it was like, and see that's the thing about it, man. Like it's been a levy to control, the narrative. Like if I don't understand it, I want to at least be able to take part in it and have a say in it. Now, just I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about, but damn it, I'm gonna niggify it up. And
Well,
I've
they say,
watched that happen over and over.
well, BMT, they say that you have to mix um, your education with entertainment, right?
No, we
Like
don't.
that.
We
That
don't. We
this
don't.
is what
We
hey,
don't.
but this is what I've been told.
I know what you're saying, bro. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
No, you're good. I'm just saying that's what I've been told. That's what you have to do.
Listen, man. When that dude get up there, on the national on the world news network, he's not trying to smoke and dance and put on the tap dancing show, dude. He's trying to tell you what happened to the Nasdaq. They're trying to tell you like, hey, man, this was going on with the commerce trade. This just happened to a barge off that of Cairo. Like they're not trying to tap dance for you.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you what the fuck is happening before the world goes to shit. Like
Well, I had the argument made to me that YouTube is an entertainment platform, right? It's not an
the fuck.
information platform. Well, I argued that. I said, well, you have. I said, I don't know. I don't know who watches Bloomberg. I watch Bloomberg, right? But
I
I
want
don't.
Bloomberg.
I don't watch it to be entertained, right? There's so many news bureaus that I'm subscribed to that really when I get up in the morning, the first thing in my feed is all of the latest shit coming out of everywhere, right?
8 o'clock
And
Eastern.
it yes, like my shit is set to when I get up in the morning, all of my feed is all the news shit. What's happening? I want to know first thing in the morning, right?
10,
That's
12
not an
things.
that's not an entertainment objective. That's an information objective, right? However, I was told that hey, this is all supposed to be entertaining.
Nah,
See,
it's
so
it's, it's just
even the
that.
things that we do as content creators, right? Um, you look. Here's the thing, right? I think what's happening here is there's a confusion with being appealing versus
Yes.
entertaining. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You want to make your stuff appealing to people. However, don't get lost in the information that you're trying to convey by trying to entertain a motherfucker.
But that balance couldn't be kept. Like, look, man, when somebody was breaking down for me, this is an M4. I'm going to entertain you guys with some jokes while I break down this death machine that is going to either keep your ass alive, private. And I'm also going to tell you a few jokes. I'm probably going to spin it behind my back, flip it up, and also show y'all some cartoons. No, when we're going over certain serious shit, listen, man. Like this is why I'm gonna tell y'all why people only look at Negroes for entertainment. It's like you got to think. It's actually they're dissing you because they're saying the only way you can comprehend something is if it's in a coloring book. That's a fucking diss. So whoever told y'all you got to be entertained or you got to have some jokes or some witty shit to actually understand the goal, that's a fucking diss to your intelligence. That's a diss to you as a whole because that's saying that Complex and MOT and BMT, we literally have to doggone tap dance for you to actually be able to understand what the fuck you should have been doing. Maybe we should say it more slower. Put some videos up. Put up some editing and some dancing and some stuff. Get some women. Then you'll understand.
No, if I got to do all that, you won't understand. See, that's the thing. That's
Oh man,
that's the fucking problem, BMT. If I do all that, you're gonna totally miss. You're gonna totally miss the shit. Okay. So it's like I don't even want to call it a catch-22. What it is that I got to call it bullshit. Listen, either you want to be informed or you want to be entertained. Pick one. Choose a side.
I choose entertainment. I choose give me my cereal and cartoons. I don't want to hear all this other shit. I don't want to hear all this other shit.
Then you know what? Don't come around niggas like us trying to talk serious then.
No. We're professionals. We're
But
professionals.
what they do is
Don't
they
fucking do
just
that.
surf into the conversation, say stupid shit so that way they can be brought up to date on shit. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this fucking.
I'm saying, don't
Bro,
fucking do that.
I'm too old for this shit, man. Like, bro, you got dudes who teach at universities who don't know the basics of like affirmative action or the history of it. When they're an affirmative action at a fucking college teaching a useless ass fucking skill, but they don't know anything about affirmative action. That's literally how you got your fucking position. Like, there would be no Africana studies motherfuckers getting involved in shit without affirmative action. It wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be music and all this other shit, elective based bullshit that you can just go specialize in if it wasn't for affirmative action. And then again, you can't use that as an excuse because people take those classes and then they formulate actual nonprofits to actually solve problems. But you got people in the space who teach at universities, but they ain't solving no motherfucking problem, like at all, and not trying to.
I would say
Shit's
that
crazy.
MOT. I would argue that I would say that these social media spaces are extensions of their academic pursuits, right? They're kind of like test beds for theories and ideas. I'm just throwing this out here for conversation, right? You tell me what you think about this, BMT. You tell me. That's what I kind of pick it up as, right? Look, listen, I do the same thing. So I'm being very objective here. We go heavy on the micromobility shit, on the brain trust. We make no qualms about it. Yes, we are in that industry. Yes, we push it. Yes, we have an objective. We have an agenda. Yes.
All right, so I have a question for you, Complex.
On the record, right? So wouldn't it be maybe the same with others that have a profession that their content sort of is relatable or reflective of?
Yeah, I mean, but you have to realize, man, that how dare you have a career field? How dare you do that? Like that's why I just set the actual standard at look, man. I don't fuck with travel vloggers, and I don't fuck with entertainment.
No, MOT.
No, man. Fuck out of here.
Mhm.
Nope. I
What
mean,
was the
because
question?
they will betray you
I'm sorry.
in a heartbeat.
I was going to say, MOT, what was that question you had?
My question was, did I ever try to pretend like I knew a lot about micromobility, even though we're kind of in the same career field? Like, no, it's a separate thing. People
No,
got their own specializations. I've never tried to
no,
do that shit
no.
because I
What
don't
it is,
know.
what it is we've corroborated our various industries because both of them are under what? The transportation umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is over the road. I'm last mile.
Yeah.
It's the only difference.
You know the thing about it, and this is I want to give a respectful shout out to the Brain Trust when they were talking about drones, and everybody knows that I do security, especially armed security. And I said, hey guys, what if we start using drones? I mean, the police use them, different agencies use them. So, I mean, we can make some good money. And guess what? You know how much time that would cover using a drone? You don't have to drive to the other side of the site if you have a drone.
You want me to show you another idea? This is actually, and I'll cam up and show you. Give me a second here. I'm just packing a bowl.
But
I mean, but Air Force been using drones for like the last 15 years.
now hold on, bro. Now hold on. Now,
Yeah,
now
go
the
ahead, go
thing
ahead.
about now the thing about it was this was something that came from Productive Men's channels when we talked about how different companies were outsourcing jobs. You don't have to work for them directly. Hey, we need somebody to watch this warehouse. We need somebody to come to this area site and just watch our trucks so they don't get broken into.
We're talking about subcontracting.
But hold on, but see, this is why I get fluster bust. Like I get so frustrated
Hmm.
because when we had these conversations years fucking ago,
Hmm.
people didn't take them serious. When we were
Hmm.
talking about that, mind you, I remembered. I'm like, damn, that shit would be. Well, where would you get your drone from? Well, they got outlet stores that sell them, and I mean, you can just literally attach cameras to them. They literally have work that
They
can
come
show you how
equipped
to
with
do
this
this,
shit
man.
at this point. They come equipped with everything you need at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
4K
you can go
cameras
to Best
also.
Buy and get them. You can literally go to Best Buy and get them.
Get the DJI joints. They got every fucking thing you need already on them.
That's why I find it ironic when Complex came. I said, bro, you must have been on the universe sit train because these were conversations we were having that were boring, that were boring when we were saying, hey, man, they're doing this for trucking, transportation. They're doing this for security, law enforcement, for healthcare. Well, oh,
Hey, hold
man,
on. BMT.
only three to
I'm gonna
chat.
show you some shit.
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
bro.
show you.
Let it rip, man.
Hey man, like,
Hold
how
on.
dare you have bitchless conversations, man? Like, what's up with
How dare you?
Pardon me. So
you? I
pardon
see
me.
y'all are.
I had it sitting out, and then we had like some dust storms and some rain and stuff. But you see
All
this
good, bro.
electric bike right here?
Right.
This electric bike, I can literally convert this into a security bike, and I'll show you how. Right? It's the same. It's the same shit. It's an electric. It's an electric mid-drive bike. So it's got about a 60-mile range with that pack right there. Right? So what we could do is we could do like bulletproof casing on the
Mm-hmm.
battery, right? So we
Right.
could do bulletproof casing. We could do non-penetrable tires, right? We could do light strips. Like I'm talking about turning this into a security bike. This is a delivery bike, as you can see, right? I have this built for as a delivery bike. Thing is, I got to change the tube on it. But this same bike we've built, we got a contract about 6 years ago, and we built this same bike for the CHP. We did a police version of this bike. That's why I wanted to just show it to you. I'm like, I could take this bike that I have kitted for delivery and turn it into a security bike, dude, and just have this shit outfitted with all kind of shit. Mike was
Yep.
telling me about putting two boxes, two boxes on each side. One would have like first aid kits and medication and all that shit. The other one have non-lethal weaponry.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing about that, and I'm gonna show you how this rounds about to where us three, a lot of our conversation. One, when we were talking about how to reform police reform and save money and use it more viably, what
Mm-hmm.
Complex just showed you about a bike, as much as they, go about the vehicles and the armored and the MRAPs, dude, you can go put that into getting that type of bike that he just went over.
I want
That
contracts,
MOT
bro.
have I gone over and literally be more cost efficient for your tax dollars.
Yeah, they use
Literally
this
be
shit
more cost
already in
efficient.
Colorado. Like they use them in Vail, Steamboat Springs, like all the ski resorts in the summertime. And man, them dudes are not
Yep.
out in the police cars, man. Them motherfuckers are on
On bikes.
e-bikes. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I want contracts, bro.
But see, yo, nobody watches y'all channel. Of course, you don't watch that. So when we have the fucking conversations, or we have these things where we're shooting around, you know what? Yeah, you think, and this is why I was so glad MOT and Complex and the Brain Trust and different other groups, we all understand. Fuck trying to chase the views. It's about just putting the information out there so whoever finds the seeds and actually plants them and uses them for what they need, let them find it. Fuck this chasing the view shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Fuck this trying to
Yeah,
be.
so that's
Oh, we don't want all you niggas around. We don't.
No,
We don't
like,
need y'all.
and it's like, if I'm preparing for a niggaless world, why the fuck would I do content to bring? Why
The
why
niggas.
would I be trying to change niggas into like productive niggas? I'm not trying to do business with people like that. It's
Not
either
trying
you
to
gonna
hire
leave
you.
this shit alone or you gonna be on this old stupid shit. And
bro.
that's what's the
Listen,
end of it.
I'm trying to outfit turnkey security firms with bikes like that. The full Kevlar tire kit, the whole shit, right? Like you could just get into the game doing patrols for sites and stuff. Get the fucking contracts, have the next level tech, right? I could drop tags in those things so we could track them. We could do every fucking thing with that stuff. Okay, that's
I'm
where
gonna tell
we
you
are.
right now, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, Complex. That how you went over the drone thing when me and my partner we were low on having people, and we're like, damn, we don't want to lose this site. This is what we need. And that drone shit, and they were like, well, how do you know what's going on? There's only like six of y'all. This is literally a 10-man site. Okay, cool. You know what we
You
did?
got a drone. You got a drone doing the work of four motherfuckers.
And guess what? That supervisor's jaw dropped. Oh my God. Wow. Wait, are those two are my workers? Yep, that's two of your
Bro,
workers literally
you
smoking a cigarette by a diesel pump. Yep, that's your workers
yeah, that's
smoking it.
the drone caught that. Drone caught that.
Yep. So the
That's a
drone
whole
caught that.
OSHA violation. That's a whole
So
OSHA violation right there.
guess what? That was a nice $3,000 bonus added onto our shit.
Yeah,
But
because
see,
it would have been like a $20,000 fine.
so understand everything, like I said, man, it's a choice on what information y'all choose to pick up. Shout out to my guy Doug. He always would say, BMT, stop trying to doggone come down to their levels. Just leave them the fuck alone. And see,
Yeah, man.
I needed to understand that shit, bro. I definitely needed to understand that shit. Y'all, it's not about actual getting your shit together. It's about goddamn suicidal runs of entertainment and niggardry.
Yeah, man. See,
And
that's the
so
thing
when
too.
y'all
Suicide run, man. That's what it is. Suicide mission. Yeah.
like I'm like, honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like when y'all be saying about the flip flopping of of me or an MOT or a complex, well, you guys, y'all just are boring. Y'all just mad. No, we
Ain't
evolved.
nobody mad. Ain't
It's
nobody
not
mad. Yeah, nobody. Nobody's mad.
no, we just you don't like it that we call out the bullshit and we're not going to pander.
Why
There's
am
no
I mad?
pander.
Because y'all look bad out here. Why am I mad?
Our money never stopped. Our money
Why
never
am I
stopped.
mad? Why would we be mad? I think about it. I find it curious that cats would literally kind of run interference on the type of information that brothers like us will put out here. Now that's interesting.
Yeah,
Why
I found that
why
interesting
would why would
also.
you why would you do such a thing? You know, it's for the betterment. Why would you do such a thing?
I mean, you have to realize that most of these people came here to hang out. They didn't come here to fix, solve
True,
anything like that. They didn't come
true,
here to do none of
true.
that.
It's one of those things, man. Like, and it's not like we haven't seen it because see, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's like that's why I like now. That's why I don't get flustered like I used to.
Nah, ain't no
But I
use.
used to be like, damn, what the fuck, man? Like, I really put my heart into that. Or I'll show y'all an old town that has buildings that you can literally go buy the building for pennies to next to nothing. Man, nobody's out here trying to help us. We need our own. I'm like, dude, literally, I just showed you a town that you can go buy, man. If you don't think these other companies don't come out there and won't buy these buildings up, and then when they raise it up or fix them up, guess what? Guess what happens, asshole? You won't be able to afford to get in. You'll be shitting. I
But
literally just met.
BMT, gentrification
Well, I
happening
was gonna
everywhere.
say
They're taking our
either
homes.
I was gonna say either you take active steps to stave off gentrification, or gentrification is gonna happen. Gentrification is basically the side effect of turnover of real estate,
That's all
right?
it is.
When it falls into new hands, those new hands want to do something new with it,
It's
and
a
that might
custodial position.
exactly it might mean removing your ass,
Yeah,
right?
all
But
y'all
it's
get
no
the fuck
different.
up out of here.
Well, think about it, right? Like, what happens when a company acquires another one? They either use their analysts or a team of consultants to come in and say, okay, well, who do we need to remove,
Yep, every
right?
time.
From the
Turns out,
company that we're
all of this
acquiring,
shit.
right? Right.
Boy.
I mean, this is all. I think this is business 101. God damn it! Like, you know what I mean? There's if you want to head off, say like a hostile takeover, i.e., gentrification, you might actually want to be doing the investing and the running of the businesses and the infrastructure and the environment yourself. Otherwise, you're privy to the forces of the markets out here.
Well, complex. The whole
Yo,
point is to make enough
what, go ahead, man.
money.
Let's see what you got. What you got? Huh?
Complex. The whole point
What-
is make enough money to pay child support and continue to complain about
Oh
bitches. It's not
Lord.
about having
I
enough money
knew.
to actually invest in shit. What? That ain't nah. Man.
I knew you were gonna
Look,
do this.
Lord,
I
stay
knew it.
away from that C.
I knew it.
Stay away from that CS word, man. Because oh man, that word right there. These
Just
people
enough
just.
money. Just enough
Uh,
money
Mhm, mhm.
to maintain the complaints about her.
it,
Just
it,
enough.
Oh my goodness.
it's sad. It's sad when lawyers are coming in there complaining about child support themselves, and you're like, well, what the fuck do you do then? I'm like,
Divorce
uh, uh,
attorneys who made a living off of taking you
uh,
motherfuckers to the
How
cleaners
did
for
you
profit.
succumb? How did you succumb to this?
how did you feel? Like, what?
How did
You
That
you end up here?
This dude came right in here saying that, oh, just get a prenup. I'm like, this dude's trying to create future customers for people in this field. What the fuck?
listen, man. There's a sucker born every second, man, and that's
They love their effeminate ass sounding
Lawyers
gossip
included, I
mongers.
guess.
Damn, they love their effeminate sounding gossip mongers. And then they have a nerve to be hating on the fucking gay community when they know they be paying attention to all these LGBT sounding motherfuckers, man. Like, this shit don't make any sense to me.
Uh, I wanted. I was checking out Doctor Thunder's live stream earlier this morning, and
Uh oh.
yeah. I don't. It was. I don't know. It was one of those. I don't. The topics, whatever. Right. Women. Right. And so like, I saw a comment BTS more literally said something, and it was in reference to some, I have no idea what social movement or some shit, but he was just like, they're trying to make us all gay, and I was like, dude,
Huh?
I
excuse me.
seen that comment and I immediately stopped watching. Like I
Excuse
popped
me.
up in there when the Itmore said that shit. I was like,
No.
that's
What?
when I just had to find something else immediately else
Oh my
to
god.
fucking do. And then he
I
made a
was like,
comment about the white
Man,
gynocracy, and I'm like, man, I'm in the wrong spot. Not today, man.
yo,
You mean
I,
you
man.
reach your
listen,
maximum
And this
daily
is where we
withdrawal
get on
limit.
the time machine, man. This is
MOT,
where we go back on those
MOT.
time machines, man.
Listen,
Like
I
this,
get up in the morning. I get up early in the
You said
morning. I'm getting
white
my cup of
gynocracy.
coffee. I'm
What?
gonna have me a little bowl of weed here. I'm gonna get my bearings in my morning going, and then I'm like, excuse me. All right, this isn't the way to start
man.
White
I sit on
gynocracy.
that.
Because the comments came like one after the next. It was like
Yeah. It was
white
just like, oh,
gynocracy, and then it's like they're trying to turn us all gay. I'm like, maybe
what?
I need maybe I should have seen that shit in the
I just need to get on the boom tube and go, man. Like I gotta get out of here, man. Like I'm listen, bro. I'm so done with this shit. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like I never y'all. This space flipped their shit. I brought somebody of the LGBT community over here to talk about politics. BMT, what have you done? Are you trying to turn black boys gay? I'm like, dude, he just
No, I
this
mean
person's
because they
how
because they assume
how.
that you can't. They assume that you can't have a conversation with somebody
Give me
without
some.
trying to fuck them or them trying to fuck you.
I mean,
Like,
dude, it's a weird. It's weird.
I'm like, we're talking, but we're talking about politics. There,
no, no,
listen, that,
no. Sex has
No.
to be on the table all the
Mm-mm.
time.
Mm-mm.
There's always a sexual component to talking to somebody.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
all the person said was, I am a proud LGBT member. My son is straight. My husband. I'm an LGBT member. BMT, you brought this thing. Now all of a sudden they start quoting Bible scriptures to me and shit and telling me I'm going to hell and don't you have a family? And I'm like, dude, I'm literally having a conversation with this motherfucker about some politics in my county. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
It's
I don't
called
get.
coalition building, man. Like you can't have these conversations with these fucking animals about coalition building. They
You
literally don't know
can't.
what the fuck you're talking about
No, it'd be no
because
different. Yeah, I'm sorry, MLT. Go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, it's just that they don't understand that there's different coalitions of people out here. You're not the only person, and this is why they keep stressing that. Oh, I'm only going to work with black unproductive people and those people only. I'm like, yeah,
Uh,
man, we don't live in a parliamentary system where you're going to be automatically assigned power based on your non-participation. Like, we don't have a system like that.
and
Yep.
to that, I was gonna say, like, I do the international thing, right? So there's
Yes.
people of different stripes, different religious practices, different cultural practices, and what have you, right? And so to speak to MOT's point of coalition building, right? We have to kind of think differently about the world and the people in it, right? Like, from a business standpoint, um, a trusted business partner you may not agree with their religious position,
Right.
lifestyle position, cultural position. You may not agree with that shit. However, it's not incumbent upon business to be reliant upon that. It's not. It's a common goal in terms of business objectives, right? I have a family I have to take care of. You have a family wherever you are or whatever it is that you do, right? But from a
Yeah.
professional standpoint, you serve a key role in my objectives. I can be agnostic to all that shit. I don't need to have anything vested, or we don't need to see eye to eye on shit that does not have to do with money exchanging or getting something passed in terms of a policy or something. Just get it done.
Complex. You working around somebody of that lifestyle may turn you gay. Do you not know
Yes,
that?
I'm from
Did you not know
proctology.
California,
that?
born and raised. I'm a Gen Xer, right? I think that, we know, the GLAD headquarters is in Hollywood and shit. I had a very dear friend, my junior and senior in high school, white chick, and she came out as lesbian in our senior year, right? But she was cool as shit. You know what I mean? Now we weren't fucking around like that. What I'm saying is that this whole lifestyle thing, if we're to take a very realistic uh, analysis of this, right? As Gen Xers, I'm going on 47. Since when, especially me growing up, born and raised in LA, since when has this shit not been around, or had I not have some sort of awareness of all this type of shit? And since when, as a result of my awareness of it, did that influence my own practices? I've always been hetero, and I had a wife, I have a child, and I continue to be that to this day. So, I mean, just it's kind of like, dude, like a lot of these things are like they're false concepts. They're really not real or true unless people are stupid enough to buy into them.
Oh, there's a lot of stupid here. There's a
No,
lot of
I
stupid.
agree with that,
don't
and I
don't
agree with that.
There's a lot of stupid
don't
here,
challenge.
man.
I, yeah.
Don't challenge it.
Don't challenge the universe. It will answer back.
Hey, I agree with you.
Man, but this is kind of where we're at though, because you're dealing with people who who purposefully destroy these things for their own reasons, and you have to be able to see these things for what they are. You have
It's one of those things, man. Like this is why, like now, this is why I've been dodging a lot of this shit, man. Like I can't, like that's why I said, like when we're looking at it for what it is, you know, it's no matter what you say, up is left, down is right, 90 is -1. You can't get anything right on this test. You can't. And y'all like, man, you're sounding crazy, BMT. No, I was crazy when trying to entertain this space. That was the insanity. That was the insanity. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he can show you an e-bike that could revolutionize the delivery system.
Uh-huh.
Nah, he broke. Like, dude, he just, and mind you, you will see multi-billionaires on Shark Tank trying to figure out I can make 90 different businesses off this shit. Like I said, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, we've us three have had so many fucking conversations. I'm so tired of the goddamn the cavemen are the ones trying to build the goddamn temple. You don't ask the architects. You don't ask the people who actually have the actual guidance and actually can do it. Y'all been asking, but you know what? I get it. I get it. Because when you know better, that means you can be held accountable. And it blows my mind that I choose not to know better. You can't hold me accountable. So, MLT, I don't want to hear your shit. Complex, I don't want to hear nothing about this job shit. What the fuck? BMT,
What? No, no, no.
you're
What?
dumb.
BMT. I know. No, I'm playing. I'm role playing with you. No, but wait a minute, because see, I saw you in a chat in another live stream where you had some very lively things to say about the state of, say, black boys, black men, employment opportunities, literacy rates. And so I don't know. A minute ago, you were saying a lot of lively stuff there, but now all of a sudden, none of this conversation stuff that goes on is supposed to be taken seriously. Let's say you.
That's that's the story. That's the story of my career here, because I can't have a brain, and it's like, listen, man. If you make a valid point, okay, if you make a valid point, because I've been over to the brain trust, and y'all know we have polar opposite views on politics. But god damn it, if the idea motherfucking works, I would be a fool to, oh man, fuck this guy, he's stupid, or this. I'm gonna be like, you know what?
Well, I
No.
would VT, just a
That-
correction. I would say polar opposites on certain subject matters.
well, no, and that's, but
I
see,
wouldn't. I wouldn't say across the board.
no, it's not.
We had
But
to.
see,
We had to pull up on motherfuckers to clear you because of some bullshit, right?
no, and
And
you did,
so
and I
that,
thank y'all,
yeah.
and I thank y'all
No,
for
I'm
that.
just
Like,
saying that wasn't because of any sort of disagreement. You get what I mean?
no, but see, here's the thing about it, complex. And this is why I get frustrated with this space, because men don't always have to fucking agree. Like, many times, me and Complex have debated like no tomorrow. That doesn't mean I hate Complex or Mike Z
We don't
or
have no
Nagone
beef.
or we don't have beef.
We don't have no
We
beef.
just disagree, and we look at, like, that's the thing about when we have the war room. We talk about shit. We look at it from different angles. That, if y'all never seen builders or architects, they literally are arguing on what is the best route that we can budget, get this money, and build this bridge. If y'all ever watched Builders of the World, like, literally, you will have 9 different engineers or architects showcasing their plan on what is the best way we can utilize complex MOT and BMT to get the job done.
Yeah.
Who can get the supplies? Who can get the money? What politician is going to actually approve for the shit? So we're going to sit there for hours trying to get it done, even if we have to come back the next day. Oh my God, they must have beef. No, dude,
Those
I
things take, well,
understand you're not
sometimes those
smart enough
things
to
take
understand what we're
months.
saying.
Sometimes those things take months to negotiate.
But that does not mean, listen, man, I've had it where, you know what? Let me help you out with this one. I'm good. When me, y'all think we're being like, yes, we do have some smart ass stuff that we say, but we're literally trying our best to slow down certain conversations so that way. And I'm not, that's no circumstance that we're looking down on anybody. But I mean, holy shit. Don't put it out there a few years ago. We want productive, progressively sound men to come here. We showed up. Now you're mad that we're having conversations. Well, let's talk about fucking and dating. Wait, I could have sworn we were talking about how to get an electric truck running. No, no, but if you get it running, then that's going to help the single mother. Hold the fuck up. Wait, stop. Like,
Or the
we're talking
gynocracy is
about
going to
getting the
prevent
truck
you,
running. What does it have to do with the woman?
or the gynocracy will prevent you from getting
Oh
it.
God, boy, not the
Yeah,
gynocracy.
I was told that. I was told that. I was told that. There was a master teacher who said that to me and Alonzo. And we looked at each other like,
Keep getting
unreal,
up, man. Like,
unfucking real.
yo, like that's been killing me, man. That's literally been killing me. Like, that's why I like listen, y'all. Listen, if people, I'm fine with people not fucking with me. I don't even see you. I like the people that I actually do collab and work with, that actually I deal with. We all our works are within the same circumference of what we do.
But you're gonna
So
know when the
whenever they
lines are.
act, so right, so y'all not breaking up any single the people that we actually work with. Y'all not, you haven't done that. You didn't stop our flow. Like we've been good buddies for years on this thing. But y'all think that, oh, it's the flip flop or it's literally nobody likes y'all. We don't give a fuck. We stopped
No,
liking.
it's not. It's not about that. It's not about a like thing. Like, look. First of all, let me tell you something, dude. If I am to live up to being every bit the, you know, logical, pragmatic person that I am, one of the first things that I understand at my advanced age, let's just say, not everybody's gonna like me. That's understood. That's understood. Okay, we're not everybody's cup of tea. Nobody is. Jesus Christ ain't even everybody's cup of tea. That's why there's different religions. Okay, there is not gonna be one singular thing outside of death and taxes that everybody can agree upon. Okay, so with that, it's really more about allowing for every space, let's just say, in terms of thought and ideals to coexist. You know, I mean, I think that's really the main thing for me. You know, I felt as though is that, like, if you've ever had any sort of futurist ideals that you were trying to espouse in this sort of YouTube space that we call the manosphere, you know, it seems as though is that that position gets an awful lot of pushback as opposed to, say, a position that's critical of the female gender. And you know, I question the appropriation of people's time, energy, and attention with regards to the content that they consume. Because ultimately, what if you're gonna, time is a precious commodity. If you're gonna spend it,
Right.
you should get something back, yeah, or no?
Yes. It's a precious commodity. Like that's the thing about it. Like we understand that. Listen, man. That's why I get it. We come on here, we do what we got to do, and then we get the fuck on. Like, okay, guys, we gave out the information we needed, and that's it. Like, we're trying to hammer home points. It's like, like your professor would tell you, like, hey, I only have so much time to teach y'all. After that, that's it. I've had instructors say the same thing. Like, I only got so much time. Once I'm gone, the information's gone. Like, like a lot of stuff. We're not gonna keep going back on the lesson plan. That's why whenever y'all hear, I don't never heard you say that. I never heard you say that. I never heard you say that. Like, dude, it's already been said. Like, that's why I'm looking. That's why when a lot of stuff, for those who already know, if you would ask a spiritual, an HT, a Doug, a MOT, a complex, Rael, a lot of people who's been here for a while, Iman, different people. That's why when I brought up the drone thing, complex, it instantly went back to complex about it because he's like, me and BMT were talking
Yeah,
about that. And
that was the whole thing, man. Like the whole drone and e-bikes and like basically terraforming these industries using new tech, dude. I remember
but
that conversation vividly.
the crazy thing about it, I was like, no, 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 no. Tech can't outdo manpower. He was like, BMT, chill, dude. When I get just listen. And we had a whole conversation, and that was it. And then after that, I said, you know what? I remember I had a conversation with them about that because we were going over drones. Just like me and MOT have gone over about that of the system. Now look what happened years down the road. We see people forgetting how the system works, forgetting how politics work. Everybody's talking about, oh my God, the Mexicans and the Indians are stealing all our money. I'm like, okay, man.
No, they're talking about racial hypergamy right now, bro. That's what they're talking about. Racial fucking hypergamy. Oh, did DMD drop? Or am I good? Or what happened? Yo, MOT, you there?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I think MOT right now,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
working on his truck.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Okay.
was like, damn, what the fuck just happened? Okay, I
No, no,
wasn't
no,
sure.
no, no, no. I know
Oh,
somebody called my phone. Like,
okay.
sorry about that, y'all.
No, you good. You good.
And that's the thing about it. Y'all don't get a lot of times when I'm on or Complex is on. Complex is usually in his workshop. I'm usually either
I'm
in my
literally here right now.
office. I'm usually either in my office or I'm on the road. Or MOT is usually working around his trucks, or he's usually out about doing like we're doing videos in between spurts of our time. When y'all talk to us, when y'all talk about business, y'all do understand. Do y'all understand the clock of an entrepreneur or a business person? Like it's an ongoing
It's
clock.
24/7,
Right. Right. Like y'all
365.
go look up Bloomberg and literally when they go over the articles about what are real business people, like there's a reason why whenever y'all talk, whenever you see them doing interviews, one thing that they're always looking at is the clock because they understand that time is valuable that they can't get back. So I have to make this count, say what I need to say, and get the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. Like I literally went over. Hey guys, they got merchandising contracts at Circle K, Publix, Harris Teeter, all this other stuff. Oh man, nobody want those jobs. Bullshit. Those are merchandising jobs. You know how much money you can accumulate?
Dude, it's like, look, dude. Like, here's the thing, man. Like, the problem is everybody's thinking job, 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 job. Right? The problem
Mm-hmm.
is that if you have a business, you should be thinking contract, 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 contract.
Exactly. Woo. Speak about it, complex.
Well, let's talk about the delivery thing. I think you did a live stream on that.
Yes, I did.
All right. Well, I have a whole software stack that runs on top of all this micromobility shit to facilitate that, to get direct contracts. Not only that, but
Mhm.
then to facilitate like the whole ghost kitchen, virtual restaurant operation. We did a whole primer on this shit, a 3 hour live stream on all this type of stuff, maybe about a year ago.
Right.
Right. See, so the thing about it is that, see, when you say delivery, that sounds very basic to people, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Right? But what is
Hmm.
delivery really? Logistics. Now that sounds bigger, doesn't it?
Yes.
Right? And so logistics falls into what? Transportation, even bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. That's why when we earlier, I was like, well, even though I'm on the last mile side and MOT's on the over the road side, the OTR side, we're in the same industry in the sense that it goes from him ultimately to us, to you, the consumer. There's a whole chain. It's called a supply chain. Okay.
Right.
And there's a technological shift happening within all of that, where what we're trying to do is shift and reappropriate the work, right, based on the
Hmm.
technology that's replacing a lot of the supply chain right now. So that's where being hands-on and involved in the shit gives you the intel on how to fit in, how to come up with business ideas and concepts to create a niche when you understand the shift of the industry. Okay.
Right.
They're not taking trucks off the road. They're not doing that. Okay. See, so
Hmm.
OTR is still going to exist, right? Right.
Hmm.
Mid distance transport. That what's happening here is that's the build out. Main hubs, sub main hubs, last mile hubs, right? So it's the sub main hubs and the last mile hubs. That is really where a lot of the tech and logistics money is going to. It's right there. That's what's enabling people to get their Amazon orders literally within 24 hours or less,
Right.
right? Because on a bigger scale, guess what you got happening here? You have a lot of Chinese manufacturers, which is the majority of the shit that's that gets sold on Amazon and all these other large digital platforms. What they do is they set up their logistics by sending containers of this shit over here to be warehoused in large Amazon warehouses, right? The whole FBA thing. That's the reason why you can find the most random shit and order it and get it in a day if you've got Prime. Because you have no idea how much Chinese product is actually sitting in Amazon warehouses and
And they
maybe
need to
like
get it
six
out.
other, huh?
And they need to get it out.
And they need to get the shit out of there. They're so,
Yep.
bro, like that's a whole other side of the game that we can get into,
You
right?
know the
Like,
thing.
go ahead.
I was over and she like I want to add this in there. Like there was a channel, and
Mm-hmm.
actually that's when I started looking at, I ain't putting out the content creator like Sprinter vans, and
Yes,
they were
yes.
telling me like, hey, like do you not see these Sprinter vans getting out on the road? And I'm like, to my Amazon one, they're like, no, like look around, and I started looking around like, yo, why I see all these white Sprinter vans on the road now? And they were
Hey,
like,
listen. Hey, BMT, I hired one recently. Well, not recently. This was last summer.
mm-hmm,
Check this out. These Russian people, a friend of mine told me about them, right? And that's what these dudes did. They just bought a bunch of, I think they bought like 3 or 4 Sprinter vans, and
nice.
they literally. So these guys are the ones who brought my first load of scooters up to the town where I'm at to launch, right? So they came from the Cerritos warehouse. They took this big ass white Sprinter van, loaded up about 70 boxes, and brought them up to where I'm at. That's their business. And I think I
They're gonna
paid,
make a killing.
well, I paid them, let me see. I paid them to do that. I paid them six, it was like maybe 670 or 680, right? And
Hmm.
then maybe sometime earlier this year, back in maybe like May, I
Right.
I rented a U-Haul van, right?
Mm-hmm.
and I went and picked up. These weren't in box, but I picked up maybe like about 80 or 90 scooters. Now, you know how much that cost me?
How much?
That cost me maybe $290.
Save some
So
money.
well, I saved some money, but you see how much they made.
I and,
With that first one, yeah, it was the same
and,
area where they picked up. Yeah.
and the thing about it is this, man. It's like these jobs. What's up, Gabe? Um, they're out there, and when we go over them, because you spoke about 1099s, I spoken about 1099s. We've
Mm-hmm.
talked about contracting and learning how to, be masters of your own fate and what it comes with it. How you're going to have your net, you're going to be in the hole, X, Y, and Z. And people want to see the money, 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 money versus that of the glamorous lifestyle. We got townhouses being built and new complexes.
Mm-hmm.
If you go check on Indeed right now, they have it where every Thursday they're paying people. If you got a truck or a trailer or whatever you may have that can haul, you can go around at nighttime and pick up the trash, and they will pay you handsomely to do that. Not, I get it. Oh, well, they got trash companies. Listen, dude, we're in the era of the independent contractor in AI.
Dude, check this out.
And these are conversations that were had that were not really wanted in the space. And people will say, "What do you mean they weren't wanted?" No, y'all said you didn't want them. They weren't creative enough. They weren't fun enough.
Dude,
They
check
weren't.
this out.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say. So to kind of speak to what you're talking about. So there was this guy. He was literally cleaning up a large lot that's maybe about a third of a mile away from me. Right, it's down at a main intersection, and
Mm-hmm.
there's just like this huge lot that's full of dirt. And oftentimes in the middle of the night, people go there and just dump shit over there, right? So I guess, dude, the city put up a contract for somebody who had the equipment to go over there and do cleanup. And
Nice.
so, and I just learned about this yesterday because I ran an errand. I got on my scooter. I ran around the corner, and so I saw them like they had like this guy. I guess he has like one of those Ford F2 or 350 big trailer. He
Mm-hmm.
has a bobcat. A bobcat where he could take out there and lift like put concrete blocks in the basket on the front
Mm-hmm.
and just put it in the back of the Ford and then load that up and then go take it to the dump or whatever. And the city offered a contract out for this, right? But I just learned about this yesterday because when I went over there, I talked to him. I stopped and I said, "Hey, are they about to start building over here?" He goes, "Oh, no, no, no." He goes, "We're just cleaning this up." I was like, "So you just got a contract to come out and do this?" He was like, "Yeah."
He made a job. He made a lane for himself. He made,
Yeah.
but see, that's the thing about it, where what I'm saying, like nobody's going to beg, like this is why I'm saying, like these kind of spaces are falling behind because we're trying to beat towards innovation. We're trying to beat towards, hey man, enough of this bullshit. Like we got other things that are going to be moving forward. Like, and after a while, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, like the YouTube platform, it's changing too. Its model of conversations and what it wants to be seen as, they're not going to really want your kind of shit on their brand. Like this is why they're cleaning up on some of this stuff. Like you got to understand how the politics are revolving, business revolving. Case in point, there's
Business and
two,
advertisers, man, they don't want their products associated with certain content. Simply put.
right. You know what I'm saying? Complex going over on how to build e-bikes for delivery services. That's a plus towards the brand because that would mean, guess what? He's creating an innovative of jobs that literally one, eco-friendly, two, it's a job, and three, guess what? It's an opportunity for somebody can recreate that and do it again. So when y'all not seeing these type of things, I got two lovely young ladies. They do pressure washing. I never forget it. They were doing pressure washing, and now they got it. Now they got a nice now they got a nice contract by the city, 1,500 every 2 weeks. Just go pressure wash the sidewalk. They go and mind you, they're like they ask, hey, like what we need to do next, Joe? When you get as take some of that money, get you another pressure washer, and if you can go get another truck wholesale, now you can go do more. You'll be able to go out and get more. You'll be able to go get more done.
Scaling up, dude. And so
Right.
that's
They're not on here looking for no bullshit. They're not on here looking for goddamn game. They're on here trying to find out how to get the money.
well, it's it should be on the minds of everyone, right? Because there's various areas to get it. Like we were just talking uni contracts essentially, right? Because truth be told, cities contract out a lot of shit. They
Yes, they
don't
do.
they don't do everything themselves, and you'd be surprised what type of contracts on the table for things to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where dude, as crazy as it sounds, micromobility is a new thing cities want, right? See, so it's like we're looking at being on the forefront of everything, and that has its own challenges. But then there's even more like traditional type thing that through technology makes it easier to ascertain these contracts.
But
It really
see,
is.
the thing,
Yeah.
but see, bro, they want it to where you do it for me or how to get show me how to get the money.
No. Check this out, BMT. I showed it. No. Let's keep it a buck. I showed it. You showed it. What
Yeah,
did
we've
that
been
do?
did that. We've been did that too many
What did
times.
that do? What did that do?
But,
What did that
but see,
do?
nothing. It has. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like it hasn't done anything.
I would say okay. It's had. I would say for especially for micromobility, right? Because there is, especially with the younger cats, there's an appeal to it, right?
Yes. The younger
There's
guys
an
definitely
yeah,
they're
for the
doing.
younger
They're
cats, what
doing.
I'm finding is there's an appeal to like e-bikes, sexy high-powered electric scooters and shit like that that zip you around the city real quick, get you from point A to point B quicker than a car can get you oftentimes, right? So
Yep.
there is a burgeoning market and an appeal. And even Mike V and I, we covered this on a live stream maybe about 3 months ago, where there's a lot of companies that are actually using black men as the face of micromobility, right? In their marketing materials and stuff like that. They're using a lot of brothers to really market this and make it appealing and attractive. So
But
there's
see,
definitely position for us in this. That's just one little, tech sector and all, burgeoning sector and all this 4IR shit.
but see, the thing about it. This because you bring up a good point,
Mm-hmm.
and I recant that. You're right. I don't regret you showing your work. I showing the work, and
Mm-hmm.
Moti showing work. There have been select few who have shown and produced stuff to say, "Hey,
Yeah, we
man,
cammed up. Yeah, we cammed up and showed shit.
listen." They, but the problem is this: it's more or less that okay. So what you showed it, okay. Now you can't get mad if somebody comes and does it, but you're not the one doing it. What I mean by that is, and I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. I've had more non-black people hit me up and ask me to walk them down. More non-ADOS people ask me about how to do the process. Not black men, women. Can you go over how to do this? Can you tell me what I need to do? Can you explain this? And I'm like, okay, fine, cool. I'm not going to turn away somebody because it's not by your diction or what y'all want. Y'all can suck your teeth, get mad or whatever. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, honestly, it's about whoever wants to actually get the work done. And I can tell you right now, complex, if somebody would come up and say, hey, like, that's cool how you got that bike set up. Can you show us how to do that? Like, we got at least about, $400. Can you just sit down and go over that? I'm gonna tell you right now, Complex is about to open up a lesson on how to doggone assemble a bike. If I know one thing about
I've
Complex,
already done it. I've already done it, but yeah, sure. I'll do it again. Yeah,
like,
sure.
Complex will break that bike down and put it back together. $400, I can do
That's
that
what I'm
easily.
saying.
Like,
I've
like,
already done it. That's what I'm like, dude. I probably won't even charge you.
you know what I'm saying? Because we want to see progression of innovation. And like, I've had people ask me, like, I want to get into armed security. Can you explain to me? I said, well, first off, let's go over the stuff that you need to do. Let's go over, what you need to have for you. And so, no, like, no, dude. Listen, man. I'm not trying to do the woe is me, the nigga shit. Like, this is why when I understand, because me and Complex and uh D what's the guy from the breakdown, the breakdown, um we had a
Wait.
conference
Say
in
that.
Paradox. It was DC, excuse me, and we were talking
DC.
about Deion Sanders, and I understood why Mike B was why I mean not Mike B, Complex said no, man, like, and we're talking about getting jobs, money, and possibly bettering for Deion Sanders. And I had to think about it, and I said, you know what? I see why Complex was like, no, man, like, y'all are not y'all. Let's be honest about this shit, man. We can't keep on passing up good jobs to placate for people's feelings, and that's been a sin that we've been doing around in this motherfucker too long. Like, we're trying to hold other people back to make other people feel comfortable. We're not doing that shit no more, man.
No, that's not. That's not gonna. Over the long run, that's not gonna work to anyone's advantage.
It's not. It's not going to work. We've been trying to do that for too long. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, my brother's keeper. Well, no, well, then keep up, man. Like that's a problem. Like again, like the trying to chase being popular show. That shit hasn't got us nowhere. Versus the people who are moving in silence and getting shit done. Y'all have had other groups of people come here, make $1 off of you, and go off and go do their own agenda. Explain that logic. And that's happened plenty of times.
Well, they were entertained, man. So I guess there's really, nothing bad about that, right?
Listen,
Hey, well, look,
let,
hey, man, hey, BMT, I gotta go run my daughter's lunch up.
yeah, I'm about to cut it down, man. I'm about to
Okay,
cut this
man.
down. We've
Okay,
already
brother.
given them we given them a good history outline of how this space evolved. Well, actually, it didn't evolve. We evolved. It devolved. And so,
Or stagnation. I don't know, right? We have to talk longer about that.
oh man, let me know when that happens. I'll definitely be there for that eclipse. So we'll see. Hey, Complex, tell them where you're at. Tell them anything you want to tell them, bro. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm over at the Brain Trust, dog. My own personal channel got knocked. I was doing some artsy music stuff, and yeah, I violated YouTube's stuffs. So my own old channel right now, I'm still trying to recover it. But in the meantime, dude, I'm over at the Brain Trust. You already know, and
Nice.
I think this evening we will be discussing old world energy. I know that
Mm,
sounds. Yeah. We're gonna talk about technology, energy production, technology prior to the turn of the 20th century, right? So everything from steam engines to Stirling diesel, you hit and miss, you name it, every kind of energy and energy generation mechanism. of that time, because it's a series that I'm doing in conjunction with Rael in terms of
Nice.
kind of what our place was at the turn of the 20th century, education wise, political wise, social wise, technological wise. And so, I'm covering it from that angle. He's covering it from the education and political and social angle. And this has kind of like been an enlightening sort of series that he and I have been doing, man. It's been cracking our heads every time we talk and, get caught up on the content and what have you. So tonight I'm going to do the free energy one. I've already done one on old world electric vehicles, hybrids, micromobility, and then I also did one on old world robots where I showed 600-year-old robots.
So, y'all,
Yeah.
check them out. Listen, y'all, they don't throw out crazy shit. They throw out it's it sounds why sometimes it sounds crazy because when you don't know and they actually pull up the history
That's the
of
thing.
certain
Yeah.
stuff,
Yep.
like that's what catches you off guard. Like I be getting caught off guard when Rael be pulling up books like, damn, I didn't even know about that. He said, yeah, I mean, I got to read that stuff.
Exactly, dude. It's like we're pulling out shit that honestly, man, has really been hidden. So yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, and that was some of our fun conversations that me and Complex will go over because I was one that I traveled the world and I got to see some things that I'm like, yo, like did y'all know that these things were here, or did y'all know that they were using geothermal? BMT now using that Hollywood shit. No, dude, like they were doing that, like they were doing stuff like that, like the Egyptians were using electricity back in the day. Like,
No, I'm saying I'm saying like those automata robots were being used back then too. I literally covered that shit. Yeah, it's like, dude, yeah. Without, I know you got to roll, dude. I got to roll too, man. So without getting too
yeah.
deep into,
So we'll see you guys. Thank everybody for coming by. Thank everybody for supporting. Please check out the
BMT, I
channel.
appreciate you having me up, fam.
Always, man. Shout out to my bro MOT, Man of Tomorrow. You can also check out his channel. He's a non-nigga. He does not like niggas. So don't, if you're a nigga, don't go over there. He's gonna just kick you off or get rid of you. He doesn't. So we'll see you guys later. You know what I'm saying? Drink some water, go outside. You know what I'm saying? If you like something, me and Complex, smoke an L, keep your nerves chill, and read something. Read some today, guys. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
All right,
We're
peace.
out.